What's happening, family? This is another episode of Open Field Podcast. Hey, man, we one of the few places where if you're a fan of us, this you can get your football, man. Got to come here and get your football, okay? I'm here with some of my regulars, man, some of my guys. We got Lonnie in the building. We got Mike in the building. We got Hefe here, B's here, my guy Riddell, Mo, and shout out to Jalen for coming through. Hey, man, it's been ain't seen you guys in about a week, man. A lot been going on. I'm going to get straight to it. They are shaking the cup heavy in San Francisco right now. Everybody want to get paid. How are we feeling about this cup shaking that's going on, this extreme cup shaking? I feel like the 49ers got 8 baby mamas, and everybody want their cut. So how are we feeling about that? Talk to me.
It's deserved. It's definitely deserved.
Well deserved.
How many Super Bowl appearances in the last 10 years?
He won the damn thing, but last 10 years, I think 3. If I'm not mistaken. You got Colin Kaepernick. Well, last 12 years, because I think 12. So Colin Kaepernick, you got Jimmy Garoppolo, and then you have Brock Purdy just came. But 3 losses too. So
exactly.
Yeah.
Losses don't matter when it comes to payday.
No, I don't. It just shows you can get there.
Yup.
Yeah. The price of the brick went up.
Yup.
That's for sure.
Today's price is not yesterday's price.
What you thinking, Lonnie?
Well, I was looking at the contracts because we brought up before the show Penei Sewell. So right now, Trent's contract is through 2026. Right now, like this year, he's supposed to make 20. Next year, he's making 22. Next year, 32.
Sweet James.
Sewell's contract, it doesn't kick in until 26, where he's making 19.90, then 23, then 25, and then 19.4. I don't know why it goes down, but Trent's already the number 1 paid guy, I think, overall, unless there's another left tackle that's somehow making more. But he's already the number 1 guy. But he's the best, but he is on the back end. So I don't know how much longer they want to pay him because they still got to pay Fred Warner after this season. That's a bag. I don't know if they're paying Ayuk, but they gotta pay Fred Warner.
Purdy.
They gotta pay
Purdy's up next. They really got to pay money now. Yeah.
So I think
they have to pay Ward.
George Kittle's contract I think is in 2025 too. So next year they have to pay Kittle.
Isn't Debo? When the last time Nick Bosa got a contract?
He just got his
contract. Yeah, he got it like 2 years ago or a year ago, right? No, I think
like this year.
What about Tre'Davious Ward?
Travarius Ward.
I'd have to look up.
I feel like
I think he has one. I think he has one left too. 1 year left. So he got to.
And they also have to pay Greenlaw, even though he might be on the cheaper end because he just tore his ACL or Achilles.
I ain't paying Greenlaw shit.
They probably gonna let him go.
I could put Mike B beside Fred Warner and he'll get 80 tackles in the season. Let me tell you something. I'm getting whoever I want at that other linebacker. If Greenlaw want it back, get your ass on somewhere.
Also, they're all pro college. What's his name? His contract's almost up too.
Hufanga.
Yeah, so they got Ufongo. That's a bag.
How we feel about Fonga? Fake ass Trump Polamalu. How we feel about him?
He actually he's good.
He can play. He's good.
I like him. Yeah,
but they also drafted
linebacker. So
he got to stay healthy.
There's not enough money.
They also drafted.
One night. Riddell, what you saying?
The 49ers did draft some safeties. They got Jair Brown from last year, who was really good. I think the 49ers. This is what differentiates the terrible organizations from the good one, the ones that can make the hard decisions. And the hard decisions is you're not getting paid unless you do our price.
Everybody can't go.
Yeah, and there's a couple players that fit that bill. Brandon Ayuk is one of them. If you ain't matching our price, you're gone. And Brock Purdy's another one. If Brock Purdy asks for max contract money, he's gone.
I'm praying that Brock Purdy pulls. I know it's a different sport. I hope he pulls a Jalen Brunson and says, look, man, I like my guys. I want to be here. But I do believe this, and I'm going to go and let you go, Brandon. I do believe that if Brock Purdy, if they let go Ayuk, I believe Brock Purdy goes, well, if y'all going like that, I need my money. I think if I'm a player, I'm looking at how you treat other players versus how I'm attacks you. Now, if you're looking out for guys, then you know what? I give you a little bit. I might take a $5 or $6 million off of what I should be getting because you bringing guys back together. But if y'all let niggas go and okay, we're gonna get rid of you because we got personal here, then y'all gonna do the same thing to me once I ain't no good. So I'm gonna bust y'all fucking head wide open. Go ahead, Brandon. What you were saying?
Yeah, I think they can really they'll be fine because of course they can draft well. We all know the 49ers can draft well. Them, the Houston Texans, and the Jets. Those are a few of the guys that can draft well. So they can replace some of these guys. They don't have to pay. The only person I see them paying really, and if there's like a holdout sort of negotiation behind the scenes, is Brock Purdy because that's gonna be hard to replace. Like I said, yeah, like I said before, like in this next upcoming draft, it's just gonna be two guys, and I mean the 49ers are obviously gonna win over 11 games, so you're not really gonna get a chance to draft those guys, develop them under Brock Purdy if he wants to leave and go somewhere else. That's where he has the leverage. But the rest of these guys, they can let him go. They're gonna feel like they can draft somebody in the early rounds, later rounds just to replace them. So it'll be fine.
This is just the standard way of the NFL. This is how the NFL operates. You have a certain time and window where if you're lucky enough, you have a quarterback who is, top 10 in the league, who gives you a relatively decent chance of Super Bowl. You're going to get some elite pieces on offense, whether that's wide receivers, running back, and the defense, and you have a window. That window is usually, to me, is in that 3-year mark, and then people want to get paid, and then these guys just get priced out. Even guys, like there are guys who are good, but look spectacular with a good quarterback, good system, and a good team, and other teams are going to overpay for them, right? So which is why I think the NFL in general just needs a rule where I think if you draft your talent, you're able to sign that guy. Let's say you pay him
like the NBA Supermax deals.
Yeah, no, it's kind of like that. But for my thing, I think all these is where let's say you draft the guy and let's say you pay him $15 million a year, but against the cap, since you drafted him, it's only $10 million against the cap. So you save 30% if you keep your own guy. I think you have to. You can't be hurting teams because they drafted well, right? You just can't be telling teams, okay, hey, you drafted too well, you're just going to lose these guys. There's nothing you can do about it. That just seems unfair, especially with the rise. I think there should be a max quarterback limit. It's just getting absurd now with the amount of money they're getting and just not being able to pay other positions because of it. The balance is just thrown off way too much, especially in the sport where you have 52 guys on the roster, right? So it's just paying a quarterback $60 million a year when you have 52 guys and the salary cap is what, 270, 280, something, 300, whatever it is along those lines. It makes no sense. With one, they need a max salary cap for the quarterback to fix this issue because it takes away dynasties. Like what?
Hold on. You say that you're over exaggerating a little bit because
crazy.
All the elite quarterbacks right now, and Patrick Mahomes obviously is amazing, but a lot of them have solid rosters. Jalen Hurts got crazy money, and somehow they got AJ Brown and Devontae Smith, re-signed them. Then they got Saquon Barkley, and their team is stacked. Then you got
who on defense. Who they paying on defense?
I gotta be fair though.
They got some rookies.
Teams
on
like
exactly
the
red
that's
teams
good draft
like them are brand new though. People just get their money. Like look. We can say that about Patrick Mahomes 3 years ago. There's going to come a time where that money they gave Jalen Green and AJ Brown, it's going to start to dwindle down to where Jalen Hurts might have a season where he has a Brock Purdy season where guys leave and now not Brock Purdy but Patrick Mahomes. Where now he got to I got to figure out what I got, what I have. Like that does come if you're winning consistently and guys are getting paid. You tend to go to the Patriots did it. All the winners go to a phase where for the last 2 years we've been saying, what the fuck are they doing for receiver for the Chiefs? Because ain't no money. Yeah. That's going to come eventually. Like I said, this Eagles team is still kind of fresh, but 3 years from now, when Devontae won a new deal and AJ Brown won another new deal, and if Saquon's still there, he won a new deal. Like,
you got to pay Jalen
Carter won a new deal.
That's how
everybody wants to get paid.
Hold on. Again, what distinguishes a good organization from a bad one. Because at the end of the day, to expect you having all the superstars on your team and you paying all of them is ridiculous. You got to pick your poisons. To maximize your team. The Chiefs pick their poison that Patrick Mahomes is the greatest quarterback that has ever lived, so we'll just give him garbage receivers. And then on the defensive end, we'll stat them over there, and obviously have a great interior offensive line.
Did they stack them? Hold up.
You have to replenish them.
Did they stack them, Riddell, or did they get lucky with Snead and Duffy? Because these one guys who thought was gonna be great.
You gotta get lucky.
You have to. That's why it's imperative to draft.
Mo, give me what you think. Go ahead, Mike.
No, I'm just saying you always got to replenish and replace. You just, like as Riddell was saying, you have to pick and choose. So it's a matter of who are they going to choose, and then who are they going to draft that's going to supplement them in like where they're weak and and you have to have a plan doing so. And
is this Mike on?
Yeah. You on Mo.
Oh, it's me. Okay, all right.
Oh, my bad.
No, Mo. Mike going, but you after you.
Okay, yeah,
Mike, you go after Mike, Mo. You got
like
Mike.
Debo.
White Mike. I won't call White Mike, but White Mike.
Debo's also what, a free
Okay.
agent next year.
Hold on.
So I think like he's probably gonna leave.
He's gonna get like 25, 30 mil a season.
Nah, he's coming back.
You
Devo's
think he's
coming
gonna
back.
come back?
I think
Yeah,
Debo realizes
He just
that
signed his contract.
he and I feel like he won't bust heads because I think he realizes that like he kind of needed 49 more than they need him, honestly.
If I were them,
I don't
I'd
know. The
probably-
offense looked the best when Debo was playing well.
They statistically were the best.
But Ayuk's
They
only
were
gonna get
better with
better.
him.
25.
Ayuk's only gonna
Hey,
get better.
call me crazy, but wouldn't Debo look crazy as shit if he played with the Ravens?
It just matters.
He'd be a good weapon for the Ravens.
Use him the right way.
He do the
Though.
same thing Save Flowers doing to an extent. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
No,
but-
not even.
No, there has to be a certain
Mo,
coach.
let Mo get some time. You finished, Mike? Or you have some more to
Yeah,
say?
I mean that's all I would say. Yeah, it's fine.
All right. I want to say this too to you, Mike. Same thing. Like I said, y'all pick and choose. Even with the Chiefs, once they won, Snead was out of there. Like it's hard to keep it for a long time, man.
Right,
Once
yeah,
you win,
no,
guys is already gone. We only got 1 year of that McDuffie and Snead tandem. Like to see it prime, like see it blossom, and it was gone. Same thing with Jenny Ramsey and I think I forgot his name, but y'all know what I'm talking about.
Did they have
Yeah,
Travarius
like,
Ward too before that? Before Snead? Well,
Yeah,
not before Snead, but he wasn't.
Yeah,
the
they
team
had
with Snead?
Travarius Ward. Yep.
Yeah, and they had to let him go. He's an elite guy.
They had to let him go. They had to let Honey Badger go to the Saints.
Yeah,
and then they won the Super Bowl.
The 49ers are super lucky.
But
too.
sometimes you get
Yeah.
lucky, like you said, Riddell, you draft well, you get a guy who you don't expect to be great, and he ends up being great. But a lot of times, man, when it comes to the guys with known names, you lose them. And if you draft right, you get a gym third-round guy who can step in, be a starter, be a legit guy. There's a lot of guys on teams that we didn't expect to be great that end up being great. But that comes with sometimes, like I said, just good draft and sometimes luck. Sometimes you hit it, you know what I'm saying? You get some luck. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, Mo.
Okay, so I mean, I kind of didn't know much on the situation, but from what I do know, in regards to both Trent Williams and Deebo Samuel, I think Deebo Samuel's is I mean, I don't see it. I don't see that as a situation when it comes to where he's able to go. I think there's a lot of teams right now that can use Deebo Samuel. When it comes to him as a player, the guy's an asset. I think that right now.
Would you pay? Would you if it came down to it and your money's tied, Mo, and then you got Kittle or Deebo, and you got to pay one, you can't pay two. Who you paying?
You be at your mind, you pay Debo.
Who's younger?
I mean, yeah, that's what I was just about to say. I mean, Debo's the younger guy.
He's nicked up though, so really he's older.
The fuck
Really,
does
he's
that
older if you
mean?
think about it, because he's nicked
George
up all the
Kittle
time.
is older, but he still produces.
So
Yeah.
the fuck?
I mean, you can't say that because I mean he's still.
I
putting up,
pay Devontae Adams over a scary Terry right now. Wouldn't
Yeah,
you
but
pay?
hold on, that gap is way
talking
bigger
now.
than
We're
Devontae
talking
and Scary.
Would you take Devontae Adams over JJ
Kittle is a
I
top
mean,
two
look at
tight end.
Deebo
Debo is
Samuel.
not top
Debo-
two anything.
Exactly. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
but hold on. But Devontae and Scary Terry, like Devontae versus.
Okay, so where does Debo rank as a receiver?
Also, Devontae and Scary Terry are on the
mean,
same age. Like
We're talking different. We're talking
No, he's
different
not.
dynamics.
Scary
too.
Terry's like 28.
I just think Devontae's in his own.
I mean, but
sphere.
Debo's what?
yeah,
20?
so is Devontae.
Devontae Adams is 31 years old, my boy.
That's
Yeah, he's only
3
31.
years.
Yeah, but that's also.
That's what I'm saying. They're around the same age.
I mean, but that's there though. I mean, I granted the guy has it. He has it all. But that clock is ticking, and it could take one bad tackle. It could take running and making a certain cut.
That's the same.
guy could be out for half
I'm
a
sorry, Mo.
My bad for
Riddell,
everyone.
Riddell. First of all,
George
Debo
Kittle's
is
31.
28 years old, and Kittle is 30.
Well, I didn't use the age argument, so that's what I was.
Kittle
I'm
or
using,
AJ?
I'm using the injury argument. he's
Kittle's
always nicked up.
31
He's
and
always
Debo's
hurt.
28
How much
right
longer until he fractures his tibula or
Kittle
tears
is
his
Exactly.
Debo.
ACL?
Kittle is
Hopefully
Exactly.
it doesn't happen. But
And with
Debo's
that
always
age, when
nicked
that
up.
age out, man, that's only a certain amount of time, man.
Yeah,
That's
Debo's getting
during
hurt now.
contract.
If I'm
Debo's
looking
getting
at
hurt
guys
too.
like
Yeah.
Jason Witten, if I'm looking at guys like, first of all, utilization. If I'm looking at guys like Jason Witten, guys like even Travis Kelce's like 34. I'm keeping Kittle, and he's more of a safety blanket.
Yes.
Also,
if I had to
absolutely,
pick for my
absolutely.
quarterback who's gonna do a better job, I'm picking Kittle over.
Kittle does more than Debo does, period. Kittle
Also-
blocks, Kittle runs routes, Kittle catches
and
in
he's more
clutch moments.
dependable.
But
Exactly.
Granted, he does, but
You
Debo
have to
gets
scheme Debo
long
up. You ain't gotta scheme
yardage.
Kittle up.
That he's long-winded, very long-winded, and he's going to get those huge chunks of yards. So it's hard to.
Christian
Yes, you have
McCaffrey
a
But
guy.
I want to stay on it in this phase though, Mo. If you're looking at guys like Purdy's gonna need his money, Trent Williams is already shaking the cup. Brandon Ayuk is shaking the cup. Kittle gonna need his money soon. You got to play Fred Warner. Like again, I just feel like
Is it
It's
CMC
gonna
renewal
come-
coming up too?
who
CMC's renewal.
No,
coming
no,
up?
he just
No,
got
no.
paid.
he got
He
paid,
He got
and
paid.
there's safety. And
Like just now.
Tre'Davious and C. Ward, it's gonna get crazy. But let's switch topics. Let's stay on the 49ers. It was told that the Kyle Shanahan basically came out and said that he gave Bill Belichick an opportunity to be the defensive coordinator for the 49ers. I'm one of the guys who I believe that he should have took it. He should have took it because it could have helped out his legacy. I do believe that. I believe that a year with these guys, I think it's a bad connotation on his name. So I think a year with these guys, you know what I'm saying, you become more friendly. You can become more, you give organizations more of a reason to maybe go for you. It's the reason why the Falcons didn't fuck with him. I think that can help him out. I think if Kyle Shanahan don't get it done, he can take his job, sadly. And I also think that if he helps Kyle Shanahan get a job, he completely changes a lot over there for the 49ers because we all think Kyle Shanahan's a choker. But let me get your opinions. Jalen, you go first. What you think?
I still believe in Kyle Shanahan. I think people have just he's been given this kind of narrative of he's like a super talented guy that just can't get over the hump. I just think he's like that Super Bowl could have won anyway, and we're having a very different conversation with Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah.
Like,
Is he a quarterback? Is he a quarterback away to you, or is it just he choked?
Bro, he's a couple plays away. You know what I mean? I just think it's the variance of the game. If we're being honest, it's a couple plays. One bad bounce here, one touchdown here. That game goes completely different, right?
But
So
how many couple plays away? This is the third time he's been a couple plays away. How
But
many
dude,
times can he be a couple plays
you
away?
gotta
when
play
you start saying
Patrick
what's going on?
wait, to add to that, how many? My question is, how many times has he been like the way that they
I think you're on
play?
mute, Mike.
no, he's good. Over here.
Do you
I
hear me?
hear him. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah,
I couldn't hear.
you can't hear me.
We can hear you, Mike.
Yeah, go
The
ahead.
amount of times that they push back in the Super Bowl against Mahomes and Brady, like 3 or 4 times, like I'm not saying that he's a bad coach, but at some point, for not getting over the hump, it's still going to be remembered. But he's still a great coach. But I also think,
Like you said, he lost to Brady and Mahomes too. Like
Yeah.
two
Yeah,
people
that's
who
nothing
got
to-
about the two goats. It's
No,
like
that does not matter. If you're in the dance, you're in the dance. You're in the dance.
No,
We're
I
in
hear
the
you.
dance.
I hear you, but
Whoever
like,
you're in the dance with, that's who you in the dance with.
I hear you.
I'm not
but
gonna say I'm sorry I made it to the dance. Hey,
No,
look,
but-
fellas, we did the best we could. We're gonna give it up now because we playing Brady or Mahomes.
It's not that.
I
It's
agree
just
with
putting
Mike
it in
They didn't give
context.
it up.
Jalen.
They were
It's
I
just
don't
putting it in
like.
context.
I agree with Hefe on this. I don't like that thing that we do where like, oh, Charles Barkley never got one. But
I was gonna say basketball we do it all the
He
time,
lost
right?
to the greatest. I don't care about
Patrick
that.
Ewing, Charles. I
That's
hear you. I
unfair.
hear you.
That's
But
unfair.
we
Like,
recognize
like
that.
Mahomes didn't have a great drive, and that's what caused them to win the game. That's unfair to say.
Yeah,
He was literally a couple of plays away from winning the Super Bowl.
It's
If Mahomes
unfair
had
to
that great
it's
drive.
unfair to say that the
Unfair.
plays.
That's
It's
fair.
unfair to
For a
say
quick
because the
second,
plays from the
because let's be
beginning of the
real.
game also contributed
Let's
to
be
the
real.
win.
That
Yeah,
defense held
Purdy
them.
throwing some
That
dust did
defense-
contribute to them winning. Yeah, I agree.
That defense held them, guys. Let's be real.
That's
And
true. Defense showed
That
up.
defense held them. Now, that defense held them. Even Chase Young showed up in that game. That's one. Two, you had plenty of plays to where I feel like Kyle Shanahan overthought it. You're up 10-3. We all believe that once Patrick Mahomes gets the ball back, he'll tie the game up. He throws a pick inside the 50-yard line. You do 2 or 3 running plays back to back, playing scared fucking money. You
got CMC though early. You got CMC there,
Dude,
though.
CMC was
I mean,
cooking
what?
that game. He
We
was
seen
killing
We seen the same thing in 28-3 Super Bowl. We seen the same thing. It's the same dish. It's the same dish. Just a different day.
It was times when he
Matt
could have
Ryan
been
misses
risky that he wasn't risky, and I feel like when you're in the Super Bowl, fucking be risky. If you're gonna be risky any point in time, be risky. Like
You don't. Oh, hold
How
on,
was he
hold
not
on.
risky?
That's easy to say.
He let Brock Purdy rip it. He let him throw.
And he was throwing
Guys were
ducks.
getting locked up.
He was throwing
Brandon,
ducks.
he
he
wasn't
did.
locked
Brock
up,
Purdy did
but
miss some
Debo
throws.
Samuel was
I
getting
will give
locked
you that.
up.
He missed some throws.
They had to fucking
He
run
missed
the
some
ball. Chris McCaffrey was having a great game that game. You got to keep feeding him the ball. He's supposed to not run the clock out.
Calling a genius.
You have the best running back in the league.
So why
and you're gonna
wasn't
give him the ball.
Kittle getting the ball?
You said what?
Why wasn't Kittle getting the ball?
Christian McCaffrey was having a hot game, was he not? I mean, are we all
But
watching the same
So that
game?
makes it easier
we
for
all-
play
He was
action,
the
wouldn't
best
it?
player
Kittle
on the
gotten
field.
more-
Christian
Kittle should
McCaffrey
have
was
gotten
the
more
best player
touches.
on
He
that
should have
field
gotten
that
more
day.
targets.
Bro,
But that makes it easier for play action. When you're running the ball very well, it makes it really easy for play action. And the best player in that type of scheme of play action is your tight end.
No,
We
we
all
say
said that they
that,
only-
but the biggest excuse behind Kittle not getting any touches is that he had a block. So you gotta pick your poison. Is it Kittle had a block or he's not getting any plays for him?
So
Like, what is
was
it?
the
Yeah,
was
look,
but
and
here's
I
my
I put
thing,
that
though.
on Shanahan. Why aren't
Yeah,
you
but
letting
here's
play
my
for him?
thing.
Why-
You have to fix that, my nigga. You fix that.
What is
If
he
you're
gonna
not getting
do?
another
What do you
lineman
mean?
out there,
The coach
then
can only
you
do
fix
so much.
that.
What do you want
Hey,
him
listen,
to do?
At the end
Call
of the day,
plays,
at the
call
end of the day, you
plays
got
where
11
Kittle
niggas on
doesn't
the
have to
field.
block so damn much.
At
How
the
about
end of the
that?
day, you have
Hold on,
11
let me
niggas
finish
on the
that.
field.
You gotta
He's not getting blown out.
Hold on, one mic. At the end of the day, you have 11 niggas on the field. Debo wasn't doing a goddamn thing. If I gotta sacrifice, like these are the important, like you said, Riddell, these are the important decisions you make as a coach when you say, hey, Debo, you want just one extra body on the field right now, and we can't get the ball to you. Clearly, Jennings is doing a better job of getting open. Ayuk is. Let's get another O-lineman in there or another tight end who can block and let Kittle get in that slot position and run some routes, and maybe he can substitute for what the fuck Debo couldn't do. Because physicality-wise, you can't put Trent McDuffie on.
But earlier, you're talking about a bigger,
Kittle.
older guy getting out there, sliding out there and slot. You're taking a chance on a guy getting hurt.
George Kittle. What
No,
you
I don't think.
talking
No,
all
wait,
season?
We're talking about older guys.
Did you see him all season?
Yo, I want to watch that Kittle.
Wait, something I
wanna
wanna say-
really see
You
what
guys
is-
are
I'm
knocking him
saying-
for
I'm not
running
saying
the
he's
ball
not gonna
with
get
the
it
best
done.
running back in the entire league.
Wait,
Trying to
him
fucking
getting
run the
hurt.
clock
He's-
down.
It's not about him.
against Patrick
It's not
Mahomes,
about
and
them
that's
running
his
the
fault.
ball.
They
It's
didn't get
about
the
them.
ball.
It's about
All right, so they ran the ball and lost. They ran the ball and lost. Like, look how that works out.
Fine, you die on that. But
Forget about running the ball.
One mic, Lonnie. One mic.
Chris
Let me hear what Lonnie got to say. Lonnie ain't said too much. Lonnie, go ahead.
It's not about just running the ball. It's also when you're in passing situations, you're arguably your best receiver or your best receiving target besides Ayuk is pass blocking instead of running routes. You're not utilizing Kittle to the best of your ability. On PC, on the other platforms, when we were saying like, oh, what's the best way for the 49ers to win? It was, hey, to use George Kittle as your number one target. He wasn't used as a number one, the number two, the number three, or the number four target in that game.
Lonnie,
I'm
and that's
sorry.
because
Jennings got more targets than that nigga.
Yeah.
McCaffrey got more targets. Ayuk, Debo. So them not using
I
him
just want to
is
say
the best.
the main reason.
Them not using him in the pass game is a big reason why they lost. Yes, he's a great run blocker, and yes, McCaffrey was hot. But in the passing situations, he should not be pass blocking every single time. He should be out there running routes.
But what is
No,
this?
all of
Let me
that
say
is
this real
so
quick.
easy
What is
to
this
say,
McCaffrey
bro.
was
All of
hot
that
shit
is so
when
easy.
That's
McCaffrey was
easy to
22
say.
carries, 25 carries for 80 yards. He was averaging less than 4 yards a carry. Ain't like he was super hot. Now in the passing game, he was doing his thing. But again, if I know Debo isn't getting the job done, then I'm gonna take Debo off the field for a couple plays and let Kittle see what you can do in that slot position. Cause I know who was cooking, Travis fucking Kelce.
But look, wait. Can I
Didn't he
say
get
the
like only
reason-
like 3 targets that whole game?
Wait,
Should
the
the second
reason-
best tight end in football?
Literally 2 for 4 yards, man.
Should the
2 catches, 4 yards.
second best tight end in football in the Super Bowl get like 3 targets in the game? No.
Go ahead, Mike B. Let me hear what you got to say.
All I'm going to say is I'm not saying whether it's right or wrong, but the reason why they had Kittle blocking the whole time is because of Spag's defense. And I really think it's because of that misdirection and the fact that I don't know if Mike Shanahan necessarily fully trusted Purdy in a situation where he has to find the right read on a blitz like every single time. And I think whether that is a good thing or not, this is what happened. And he took the safest route, which was having a running game heavy and just having Kittle block the whole time. And then
Mike,
real quick, early. Isn't Kyle Shanahan supposed to be some offensive genius? So you can't figure out some way. You can't figure out some way for your best weapon to get open. You have to make him block every single time. You're an offensive genius, right? But you can't figure out.
You can't tell me you can't do a check release the edge guy inside and let your tight end go up the seam. Like that's a real play. That's a real play. So he could even stayed in and distracted the dude and let him
did his job, but Shanahan didn't do his. That's what you're saying.
Let's do this.
B, go ahead, B. Go ahead.
Let's do this. If we want to replace Kyle Shanahan with who? Please tell me. Who are we going to replace him with?
Wait. You mean like not? Hold. When you ask this question now, you mean who don't have a job, or we just grabbing niggas?
I was thinking.
No, I'm not saying they should. I'm not saying they should.
I don't care what you say. Sean McVay finds a way to get Kittle the ball.
Well, yeah.
Sean McVay is already on a team. No, I'm talking about the purpose that's available realistically. Realistically.
And we've been realistic.
I'm not saying replace Shanahan.
I'm not going to replace him. I'm not going to replace him with this guy.
So if you ain't replacing him, then we ain't having this conversation then. Why are we trying to replace Kyle Shanahan, a guy that's been to Super Bowls?
Who said replace Kyle Shanahan? Who said replace him?
I've heard several people say they want to replace him. He should be gone by now.
I never said that. I do want to get back to the original topic of this, and I need that smoke with Riddell.
Bro, but that's it. Can I add to that real quick? That's just
wait. Let's finish the topic first. So for me, I believe that when it comes to Kittle, this whole notion you guys saying that, like Mike saying that his best bet was to have him block. My nigga, that's like playing the Warriors and they saying, hey, Steph, we know you shoot threes, but today we need you to rebound.
No, I'm not saying that was the right decision. I'm saying that's what Mike Shanahan was literally doing.
Bad coaching.
I'm not caping for him. I'm just explaining it.
No, I understand that, but
hey, early. What if I say that there are plays where Kittle's open and Purdy doesn't throw him the ball? Then who you blaming then?
Purdy.
Come on now.
All right, so if I look through this like tape, and I see there's times Kittle's open and Purdy just doesn't throw him the ball, then are you blaming Shanahan?
So now Shanahan blaming for that.
It all depends.
All blame needs to go on one person. Is that how we do it? All blame goes on one person.
Y'all were just blaming
one mic. Let him finish his point. Go ahead, finish your point.
You ain't doing the whole blame one person shit when you guys were just grilling Kyle Shanahan for Kittle not getting open. That doesn't make any sense.
He was being forced to block.
I gotta be honest though. If you're saying that to me, Riddell, then I'm also asking you what was the scheme. Because again, we forget that Brock Purdy was a second-year quarterback who didn't even have a full first year. Bro. So we're not just giving him the range. Let me finish.
I'm not going that direction.
We're not just giving him the range to do what he wants. So if his first read is Kittle or his second read is Kittle and he don't get it there, then okay, cool. But dog, it's all about what they scheming out. He might not have the experience to read all the way through to get the Kittle. I'm talking about drawing it up, making it easy for a guy in his first two seasons. Let's fucking be fair.
Dude, I feel like that's
Aaron Rodgers back there.
I feel like that's a fair point.
Then what do you want Shanahan to do if Purdy's
Then
not
what
ready?
do you want him to do then? You're making points for us. The people that are arguing against that.
I'm watching a play in the first half because I put it on YouTube. George Kittle's open for a little 3-yard thing, but the play's going to Debo. Debo's open on like a little in route, and he's open for like a 15-yard gain. Purdy throws a duck. Is that Shanahan's fault? Like, there's two people open. He missed the throw.
Person would say that's Shanahan's fault. But are you saying that Kittle got enough targets? Are you saying Kittle got enough targets that game? Is that what you're saying?
It depends on how everything was working. There is times in this game where Kittle was used to block because Purdy was getting a lot of pressure in his face, and we know Purdy's not the type of quarterback to handle that much pressure in this type of situation. And then there's other times, like I'm seeing right now, where Kittle is open, Purdy's not getting him the ball.
So let's flip that. So let's say like the 49ers were giving mad pressure to the Chiefs, and so Kittle had to block the whole game, and he only got 3 targets. Would you say, oh, they used Kittle effectively?
You mean
Andy Reid would never. Andy Reid would never.
Kittle? Oh, really? Kittle is not the number 1 or the number 2 option on that offense.
No, here's
the
point,
number 1 and sole number 1 of the passing offense. Like, what are we doing?
I respect that.
That's absolutely true.
But can we get back? Hold on. Can we get back to the topic? The topic was, if Bill Belichick if he takes the 49ers job as the defensive coordinator, does that help his legacy? Lonnie, go.
Okay. Side note, we're also gonna act like George Kittle didn't have more yards than Travis Kelce last year, but regardless.
Hey, come on, Lonnie.
All right, no, because when we were talking about it in our group chat,
Lonnie funny.
When we were talking about it in the group chat, Riddell said that it does absolutely nothing for his legacy and does nothing for him. So, as a Patriots fan, growing up on Bill, having the insight, so the last few years were kind of bad for Bill, right? We also saw that he didn't get a job because they didn't want that bad seasons. He wants too much control, yada yada yada. His main thing is defense. So if he goes to hindsight, we can just project or say whatever. He goes to the 49ers defense with Fred Warner, Bosa, Hargrave, all them guys. That they could be there's a chance that they could have been a historic defense. And they could have won a chip. So in hindsight, if Bill Belichick helped Kyle Shanahan get over the hump, had a historic defense, and wins a chip, that does nothing for his legacy at all. Because the main connotation of him lately has been like, hey, he has done nothing without Brady. So that it does multiple things in my eyes. But
he's already won a Super Bowl without Brady.
Yeah, I still feel like
he's already done it.
But nobody gives
it. What it does for him is that it puts him in a better position to get a head coaching job. It also adds on to his legacy as one of the greatest defensive coordinators
I
ever.
get what you're saying.
I think his legacy
moves him up that list because he's the GOAT. Yes, he's the GOAT all head coach. But in terms of defensive coordinators, he's in the conversations with a few other dudes. But if he has an all-time historic defense under his belt, say he has a top 10, top 5 defense, like with the Ravens or Legion of Boom, like he has that type of defense under his belt, that adds to his legacy.
Wait, but Lonnie, wait.
Hold on, Mike. Since he's calling me out, let me address this.
You guys are going crazy,
bro. This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life, bro. Like, nobody cares about Bill Belichick as a defensive coordinator and his ranking as a defensive coordinator. Nobody cares. Nobody.
He's kind of right though. No one's really putting him in defensive.
No.
Yeah,
does it not matter at all if he wins a chip?
What do you mean, Rodney?
As a coordinator?
No. When you're an all-time coach, everybody only cares about you as a coach. Nobody's going like, oh yeah, Bill Belichick is a defensive coordinator. This is why. No, nobody does that. We've never done that. That's not a thing. And it is 100% true.
Not
He helps every all-time coach.
Riddell, real quick, Riddell.
Oh my God.
Mike said that
you have never done in your life. This is about to get nasty.
Riddell, listen to me. Kyle Shanahan, Riddell, let me get the question on. Kyle Shanahan is 0-3. If Bill Belichick goes there, he's a DC this year. They won the Super Bowl. Who are we highlighting? What changed?
Let me just say. Let me just
Bill
say
Belichick. Let me be very clear. We can play this. The semantics game is any positive is going to increase it by a little bit, but it's all based off value and magnitude. In terms of Bill Belichick, his legacy, everything around his legacy is determined based off him as a head coach. Him winning a Super Bowl as a DC, which he's already done without Brady, is not going to do jack shit. It's not going to do nothing.
Okay, wait. Can I add?
So don't highlight any DC for as long as we're at this podcast, don't highlight DC's winning. So
That's
every time you want to bring up Spagnuolo, don't highlight this. Don't highlight every time that he wins a Super Bowl.
That is a terrible point.
What do you mean?
Terrible point.
No. The chips don't matter when you're a DC, right? The chips don't matter. The chips don't matter.
But Lottie, does it matter less for Belichick though compared to other DC because of who Belichick is?
Of course, bro. I'm talking about.
No.
Does the chip affect your legacy? Yes, it does.
This is such a bad
matter
point.
a little.
A chip affects your legacy.
No. That's a bad point.
Because
no.
Realistically, let's keep it facts. He hasn't been successful after Brady. After Brady, he hasn't been successful. So if he bounces back and wins a chip,
the point is not getting any better.
If he bounces back and wins a chip as a DC, then yeah, I feel like teams are like, oh, he's too controlling. Oh, wait, he just won a chip with the 49ers.
But wait,
that's a bad point.
Let me give him the reins. Let me just win a chip without Brady.
Let me tear up these two terrible points, bro. The first point, comparing it to Spags, is so dumb because we know that these are two different conversations. Spags is not even close to the all-time coaching conversation, so you're changing the conversation. It's like comparing a six-man to an all-time top 10 player in the NBA. You would never do that. You wouldn't go like, "Oh, this is
there saying that."
No, I'm not DC.
Let him cook, Lonnie.
I'm not finished. You would never do that because we know by far Spags and Bill Belichick are not in the same stratosphere. So it's a different conversation for Spags because he's not on that all-time coaching stratosphere. So you're just going to be talking about him as a coordinator because that is all he can get to. So that is a terrible point to compare Bill Belichick with Spags. And the second thing that you mentioned is Bill Belichick. You can get more credit by taking a DC job. How about this? Bill Belichick. How about you stop trying to be controlling? How about you stop trying to be the GM? It's as simple as that. You don't need to be a GM if you go to a team. If he just did that, he would get a job. All he has to do is say,
but none of us.
I don't need all
Wait. We're down. None of us agree that if Bill Belichick helps them win a Super Bowl, we don't all say it's Bill Belichick who did it. We will all say Bill Belichick got the 49ers Super Bowl his first year there.
Early,
you're saying that.
No,
early. Through the media, ESPN, wherever you
being the best head coach of all time, or being the best head coach and arguably the best defensive coordinator of all time too.
No, stop. Nobody brings a fucking defensive coordinator. Now, Early, your point that you brought up, you're having a different conversation. You are focusing on him taking Shanahan's job. So you don't actually care about him winning a Super Bowl as DC. You care about him winning a Super Bowl as a DC and taking Shanahan's job. That's what
or getting another job in general. Maybe teams say, you know what?
If Shanahan wins a Super Bowl, he's not going to lose his job. That makes no sense for Dell.
Early literally said that he's going to take
okay, well, let Bill coach the Titans now. Let Bill coach the Panthers now.
Wait, all I want to say, number one is, what does Bill have left to prove? Number one, and this is going into my
absolutely
point.
nothing.
Not
true.
What did Brady have to prove?
Absolutely nothing.
Brady is mid. Bill without Brady is mid,
Bill
bro.
Belichick still does have a lot of proof because he only sat under Tom Brady. So it would be only right. I get what Lonnie is saying.
That's
it would be only right for him to go somewhere where he can start over.
That's the narrative that the media painted. That's not actually true.
Wait.
Let's not go there.
I'm talking about
after Brady, all he's done is fail, and then as a DC, you see him win a chip.
He's already won a chip as a DC.
That bad connotation against him without Brady.
Cut Mike off. Let Mike finish. Mike, go ahead.
To everybody who's saying that, all I'm asking is, where does Bill Belichick rank on your coaching list of all time? Where does he rank? Is he not number one?
Bill is mid without Brady.
He's not number one. He's not number one.
He is number one.
He's number one.
Okay. So my point, whether or not you guys
who's number one, Mo?
Who is Mo? Who is? Wait. Before I say it,
as a defensive coordinator?
No,
as
a head coach.
What? As a head coach.
Who's better?
As a head coach, Andy Reid.
Okay, whatever.
Wait,
not
what do you mean? How?
You like it, Riddell? You like it? You nasty too. You nasty too.
That's biased. But I have Bill Belichick number one though.
But at the same time, Bill knows that Andy's catching up. Bill knows that Andy's catching up.
How does a nigga have 7 Super Bowls and then come around and get 3 Super Bowls? All of a sudden, he better than him. Stop.
Wait.
Hold on.
hell no.
We're not gonna do that.
Hell no.
We're not
Hell
gonna-
no.
One mic.
Bill Belichick had Brady for 20 plus years.
What?
One mic and let that mic finish his point. Go ahead, Mike.
Please. All I'm saying is that Bill right now, of course, he thinks he's the best coach of all time. He has nothing to prove. He's not. It's beneath him. He would think right now, and at this point in his career as a head coach, it's beneath him to go take a DC job. And there's also questions when you're talking about Kyle Shanahan and the defense that they have right now to him coaching, because they run a 4-3, I'm pretty sure. They'd have to switch to 3-4. Belichick is only 3-4, pretty much as a head coach. So you'd have to switch that. There's a lot of questions. And to me, Belichick's just not going to do it because he doesn't care.
Answer your question,
really,
Mike.
Bro, Belichick is a loser without Brady. Bro, Belichick is Belichick is a ridiculous.
Prove me wrong. Take your fucking time and prove me wrong. When the fuck has Belichick won without Brady?
What Matt Castle?
He's won with good teams.
Super Bowl.
Let's say we went to the playoffs with Mac fucking Jones. What the fuck are you talking about?
Mike.
Mac fucking Jones was mid. He's been mid.
Exactly.
Hold on. Let me get him.
Exactly.
Let me get him.
Take your time.
Let me get
Let
him.
Brandon go. Let Brandon go. Go ahead, Brandon.
Let Mike.
First of all,
let me answer your question real quick, Mike. There's only one thing that Bill Belichick wants. Only one thing. He wants
a ring without Brady.
No.
No.
He wants the all-time wins record for a head coach. He wants to break Don Shula's record. He ain't breaking that record as a DC. So he wants that record. He wants it as a head coach.
I thought he had it. Shit.
No.
I just want to say Andy Reid before Patrick Mahomes was seen just like Kyle Shanahan, a choke artist in the playoffs, can't get over the hump, great offensive mind, but he was seen as the guy who couldn't get over the hump. And then with Mahomes,
we all knew he was a good coach. Come on,
bingo.
Come on, we all knew he was a good
Of
coach.
course, we're going to just overlook Alex Smith. We're going to overlook him completely revamping Alex Smith's career.
Hold up, Mike. Hold up, Hefe. Mike, Brandon, what's your point? What you trying to get at?
My thing is, and then that rings thing was unfair because that's like saying, oh, you know how Bill Russell has 10 rings and Jordan has 6. We automatically gave Jordan the GOAT status when he had 6. So that rings status, this shit is irrelevant.
In NFL too.
Andy Reid,
They were coaching around the same time.
Okay. Whoa, let him finish.
Let him
finish.
Andy Reid, we all knew Andy Reid was a great coach, regardless of his Super Bowl blunders or whatever, which was Donovan McNabb's fault, by the way. I'm going to say it. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
And Andy Reid was always a great coach. He had shitty fucking quarterbacks. Well, not shitty, but he had mid quarterbacks that were never fucking Patrick Mahomes, Alex fucking Smith. He made Mike fucking Vick look good in 2010, and we all know Mike Vick couldn't fucking pass.
Respect Michael
Vick.
Vick.
As a passer, he was mid. Come on, cut it out.
No,
cut it out. Nick Foles.
Remember that Jeff Garcia year?
Nick Foles wasn't Andy Reid. Nick Foles wasn't Andy Reid.
I remember that.
No.
Nick Foles wasn't Andy Reid.
Andy Reid made 2010 Mike Vick look good.
Alani.
Michael
Vick. We all know Andy Reid is a good coach. So let's stop that whole shit where, he wasn't shit without Patrick Mahomes. I hate when people say that. Patrick Mahomes needs him just as much as he needs Patrick Mahomes. Let's not do that. Andy Reid is a good coach. I feel he's at least top 10. Okay, I feel he's top 10.
Yeah, top 10 is a number 1. Top 10 is a number 1.
Top 5 is
you can agree with top 10.
But his coaching,
agree with top 10. Number 1,
head coaching tenure is not over. Bill Belichick's is because he's a defensive-minded coach, and as we all know, that we got to adapt and change with the times. The offense is offensive-minded now. Okay, it's not fucking defensive-minded. So Bill Belichick is not needed no more. He wants to be a head coach. It ain't happening. So he doesn't want to take that defensive coach job because he feels it's beneath him. That's fine. And that's what he wants to do. His legacy is not being tarnished just because y'all say, he can't win without Brady. That doesn't fucking matter in his mind, and it doesn't really matter in mine because he's still the GOAT fucking head coach of all time.
Bro, people forget that Andy Reid took Donovan McNabb to the Super Bowl.
Why we act like McNabb is scrub? Stop it.
McNabb is not a scrub. McNabb is not a scrub, but he did have that game. It is what it is.
Come on, man.
Hold on, Terrell Owens.
McNabb was not trash.
McNabb was trash.
McNabb was not trash.
McNabb was trash.
Ass.
No, he was not ass.
Why is McNabb trash?
Y'all got it.
Okay, watch this, guys. Watch this, guys.
Somebody please help me understand.
Wait. I mean, Hefe, let me ask you a couple questions. Let me put you on the big screen. Let me ask you a couple questions there, Hefe. You think Josh Allen's trash?
I think Josh Allen's mid. Yeah.
You think he's
Is he, no, wait, guys.
Yeah.
Is he trash?
Yeah.
So
no, he's not trash. No, he's not trash. No.
Oh, so now he's caping for.
McNabb had all-star receivers. He had T.O., Jeremy.
Let me do this, guys. Let me do this.
He had all-time receivers?
Let's be real.
McNabb had the worst receiving core his entire career.
Let's be real.
What?
The 1 year.
T.O. is one of the worst
receivers that was worth the damn other than Terrell Owens. Don't do that.
And Deshaun Jackson.
Don't fucking do that.
Relax.
Deshaun Jackson is one of the best deep threats of all time. What the fuck are you talking about?
This nigga naming Deshaun Jackson, he only had him for 2 fucking years. What are we talking about?
Deshaun came later.
And what did he do with him? My point is,
here's my thing. Give me 2 seconds, man. Now, Mike, you've been a little revisionist on your history. He had T.O. for 1 great year with the Super Bowl. For years, that nigga had some scrub. Pixton, like I can name some niggas McNabb had for years. It was all McNabb. Niggas forget McNabb was legs in the first couple of years of his career. He might have had a good tight end here. He had Brian Westbrook. They would not get McNabb a receiver. And then we do this. Don't tell me Deshaun Jackson. I don't fuck with that. A nigga at the end of his road. Now you get a good receiver. Too fucking late. He went years of having nobody receivers, and the 1 year you got him at number 1, he goes to the Super Bowl.
And
So
one
let's not do that.
defenses in the league.
Go ahead.
So he ain't had no tight ends, no receivers, no nothing, no running back, no nothing.
Name them. I said I gave you Brian Westbrook, Theo, Deshaun, but that's later years. And his prime, who McNabb had over the Brian Westbrook?
Name one.
Jeremy Maclin. Dog.
No. Jeremy Maclin.
Jeremy Maclin.
No, sir. Your memory's off.
Late, dude. Jeremy Maclin played with like Vic too.
Yeah, he played with Vic.
That was
Vic took McNabb's job. What the fuck?
No,
he did. Dude,
oh my God.
You're talking about McNabb.
Your memory is scurred, bro, because Jeremy
But
Maclin
Vic
was not there.
came in like right after Vic though. McNabb.
McNabb was at the back end of his career, bro. When Vic took over, he's at the back end of his career. I think he went to the Redskins after that, and he was terrible. He was done.
If you watch ball, they wasted McNabb years. They wasted good McNabb years.
I'm looking up some of McNabb's stats. So like 2004, where he missed the game, he still had 3,800 yards, 31 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions. But he was ass.
Bro, that's like Dak's year this year, like back then.
This is in 2004. 31 touchdowns.
Real talk. I'm not gonna lie. Didn't Andy Reid do the same shit with Alex Smith?
No.
Bro,
No.
what do you?
No.
Not really.
So Alex Smith's best year wasn't with Andy Reid.
Yes, but it wasn't those numbers.
Okay, that's what I thought I was saying. That's what I thought I was saying. Nick Foles' best years was it not with Andy Reid?
The year he won a championship.
With Doug, of course. But I'm talking about like when, like
when he was a Doug Peterson. That was Doug Peterson.
No. When he
came back with Doug Peterson, it was his return to Philly.
No, but
wasn't Nick Foles Chip Kelly?
He was better with Doug Peterson.
No, it was Doug Peterson.
No.
Kelly,
Please don't ever mention his name again.
Chip Kelly was terrible. No,
I'm saying wasn't Nick Foles under Chip Kelly? I thought.
Doug
Andy Reid.
Oh yeah.
That wasn't Andy Reid either. That was Chip Kelly.
So let me do this, guys.
I don't even count that.
Let's do this real quick because we can say we want to say. Oh wait. Let's do this. We can say we want to say, but let's read the facts. McNabb in 2000 Pro Bowl year at receiver, he had Charles Johnson. You ever heard of him?
Nah.
Torrance Small. You ever heard of him?
Exactly.
Nah.
Okay. Let's go to 2001. Again, he was a Pro Bowler for 5 years straight from 01 to like 06. So let's go to 2021, right? I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna see the players he had. Todd Pinkston.
Come on.
James
Thrash couldn't catch worth a damn. Terrible. It was terrible.
Hold up.
Couldn't get open. Couldn't get run.
Wait. Now, back-to-back Pro Bowler, Chad Lewis. But do we really remember Chad Lewis?
Exactly.
Yeah. Chad Lewis was all right. He was all right.
Okay. 02. Never Pro Bowl year for McNabb. That's who he had a receiver. We're looking at another Todd Pinkston and James Thrash. These niggas wasn't even putting up. These niggas was barely putting up 750-yard seasons. Staley at running back. Again, Chad Lewis was a 3-time Pro Bowler, but look, Chad getting Pro Bowl with 42 catches and 400 yards and 3 TDs. This was an era where, come on now, let's be real, guys. Like, come on, he shouldn't even been in the Pro Bowl. Let's be honest with you.
Was he a Pro Bowler as like a punt returner or something, or like special?
Right. Chad was a tight end.
Return specialist.
They gave this thing. Hold on, wait a minute. 03. We talking about 3 years now. 3 to 4 years now of Todd Pinkston and James Stroud. They made this nigga play with these niggas for 4 years straight. And he was a 4-time Pro Bowl at that time. Okay, let's go again. And this is his first year getting Brian Westbrook in 03. 04, another Pro Bowl year for McNabb. They went 13-3. Great defense back there, by the way. Terrell Owens, Pro Bowl. Todd Pinkston, Chad Lewis. Okay, cool. We know T.O. was there for a year in 05. Let's see. And 04, mind you, was McNabb's one of his highest touchdown years. 33 touchdowns and I want to say 8, I think 12 picks. So,
hey, but number one. Can I say this though? Donovan never surpassed 31 touchdowns.
Let me finish.
So how can you consider him in the conversation? He's never even broke 4,000.
Hold up,
bro. McNabb can play in the story, man. Come on now. We're not doing that.
Wait, let me finish. 05, T.O.'s gone. 1 year T.O. You give him Reggie Brown and Greg Lewis. Come on, guys.
Reggie fucking Brown.
Come on, guys.
Come on.
In 2008, be that receiver. You don't even remember these niggas' names, especially in the era when you got.
I give you that. But hold on, are we saying Donovan only played for 5 years?
You said what?
Donovan played for more than 5 years.
Okay, 06. We keep doing this, right? 06.
He was mid.
They gave him Dante Stallworth and Reggie Brown.
And Dante Stallworth was trash.
I think he was washed at that time, wasn't he? Was he washed at that time?
No, he wasn't washed. He was their main guy, giving you 700 yards. That's like he wasn't putting up numbers. the following year they get rid of him.
That's crazy.
Oh, this is gonna take you back. They're gonna take you back. The following year they get rid of him, right? McNabb, Brian Westbrook goes crazy that year. You got Reggie Brown, and they're gonna take you back. Kevin Curtis. Who remember Kevin Curtis?
Kevin Curtis, come on, bro. Well, he was
Kevin Curtis put up 77 catches, 1,100 yards, and 6 TDs. So McNabb made him look good. 08, we're gonna go to McNabb's whole career. 08, the very following year. Now we looking at Kevin Curtis again. Kevin Curtis again, but this time he must have got hurt because he only played 8 games.
No, it was 09.
And then you're looking at rookie Deshaun Jackson in 09.
Yeah.
Deshaun Jackson. Now you got Brent Selleck. Now, mind you, McNabb was drafted in 99. So now we almost 10 years into his career, by the way, when he get Deshaun Jackson. Okay? 09.
Sounds like a crime.
09, McNabb is still there. Pro Bowler. Deshaun Jackson puts up 1,100 yards. Now they got Jason Avant and Jeremy Macklin. This is 10 years in. 09. 2010, they go 10-6. Michael Vick is there.
And McNabb just became old, and he just couldn't do it no more. That's what happened.
Yeah. So you gave me 1 year TO. Man. You gave me 1 year TO and 1.5 years of. You gave me 1 year TO, 1 year, 1.5 years of Deshaun Jackson, and a half a year because McNabb was hurt that last year. A half a year of Jeremy Macklin. But for years, you gave me James Stroud, Kevin Curtis. You gave me Reggie Brown. You gave me Sean Pinkston. You gave me Sean Pinkston and James Stroud for 4 years when I was a Pro Bowler putting up numbers.
But early,
don't say niggas suck, man, bro. Stop it.
Don't say that.
How can he be considered as one of those guys when he's never even broke 4,000? In his best year, you being nasty.
If you was putting up 3,500 yards, you was a Pro Bowler.
Early. Let me.
You're talking about now. This is back.
This is an 04. This is an 04.
2004.
Question. How are we gonna?
Hey, Manning was putting up like 28 touchdowns then.
How are we gonna put older players on a pedestal? But then when you talk about this, you're not gonna acknowledge the fact that it's a different time. Like when you're talking about the yards that he got, sure he didn't break 4,000, but he was pretty close.
3,800.
Pretty close. And we're talking about 2004. There wasn't quarterbacks putting up 40 touchdowns like that.
But when you have Brian Westbrook and Terrell Owens, you can't surpass 4,000 yards.
No, wait.
He got 1 year.
Wait, Lonnie. Wait. Tomo. Don't you think that it makes sense that he doesn't have that many touchdowns when Brian Westbrook is right there They have no receivers.
One of the best dual backs in the league.
So that I don't really care about that because it leads to production either way, and it's not like he couldn't have gotten 30. That season he could have gotten 30, but it just didn't work out because they're obviously gonna run or pass the like.
And that
Eagles
team, let me help you, Mike. That Eagles team, Mo, was predicated on defense and running the ball.
31-8 is good in any era, especially in 2004. 31-8.
That's incredible. That's an A-Rod year.
And that's the year he had Terrell Owens.
I'll give you that.
So literally,
not a lot of
you gave him a number one.
A lot of
he put up 31 touchdowns.
I give you that.
Imagine if he had 5 years of T.O. and then 5 years of James Stroud and where would he be at?
And back in the
certain guys, dog, you have to be fair about, and that's my point. My thing is this: in that time, it's almost like this. You know what you can get? You know what the fuck a washer dryer cost in 1920? You know what the fuck 3,800 yards was? 3,500 yards was in 02, 03? That was great fucking number.
Nigga. It wasn't great number for Peyton Manning, Drew Brees.
Fam. Hold on.
Actually, great numbers for Drew Brees.
Let me get him.
He played for the Chargers, and he wasn't putting up numbers like that. So if he had 3,500 yards, he probably still played for the Chargers.
Stop. Hold on. I'm glad you brought up the.
I mean, but you can say that, but these guys that I'm naming averaged 40,000 yards a game.
They did not. Peyton had 28 touchdowns that year. Peyton had 28 touchdowns. That's a different era.
Every year. He didn't get near it or just get past it one time. No, he
said Drew Brees, right? You said Drew Brees, right?
Homo.
Yo, so we're talking about 2004. So Drew Brees that year, he had 3,159. So that was like 700 less yards, 27 touchdowns,
exactly,
and 7 interceptions,
exactly,
that year.
So what you got to say about that?
But that's not a lot. I mean, that's not a lot. It's not a lot for that year. You're talking about
that?
1 year.
It's Mo moving the goalpost. You got to hear?
Check this out though. Check this out. You're talking about a great quarterback that had 1 year like that. Name the year after that.
Oh, see what he doing?
Wait, Mo. He had 1 year of Terrell Owens.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you're kind of.
you're not being fair, bro.
Also to that, you can't just like take it away from him. That
Mo, you almost 30, Mo. If you're not 30 already, you around my era, nigga. Don't do that. McNabb was a top 7 and 6 quarterback for year after year for like 6 years.
Don't
do that, bro.
McNabb was top 4, top 5 every year.
Top 5.
Yeah, he was top 5. Yeah.
This is interesting.
I wouldn't.
Wait, you can't knock.
He was top 4, top 5.
All I'm saying is you can't knock a quarterback for when he has talent, producing at a pretty high level, and then when he doesn't have good talent, he's just playing decent. Like every single quarterback that has ever produced has had weapons. I don't care who it is. So you're going to take away the years that Peyton Manning and Tom Brady had? Well, I mean, whatever. Peyton Manning, because he had Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne. It's like you could do that for any quarterback. It's like,
but who could he have?
Mind you, Mike. Imagine if McNabb got to team up with his. If you guys know ball,
with Marvin,
his Syracuse teammate for his career, and play with Marvin. Imagine what the fuck that looked like. Because I can tell you what he did when he played with him in Syracuse. Numbers. They already knew each other. Imagine if he could have had that Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase love. Oh my God! You get McNabb, fucking Marvin Harrison for 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
With that Eagles defense, literally, the Eagles defense was so fucking good in that era. The moment they got T.O., win the Super Bowl.
Also, like how we expecting McNabb to hold on?
He's taking the joint up now. He's sucking up.
No, because the whole thing is like if McNabb would have held on somehow for like another 3 or 4 years, like he could have produced better numbers offensively because the game was changing. But the problem was like he's a big dude. Like he's getting murdered in there almost every game, especially when there's not that much talent around.
Yeah, that online wasn't that good.
All the other quarterbacks. Wait. All the other quarterbacks they're comparing him to, all were able to compete in the era where offense was going way crazier. So their stats are way more.
He compared to all fucking Hall of Famers. First ballot.
But what I'm saying, I brought that up for is that these guys, there was no excuse. They didn't have a great coach. They didn't have all great players around them like
Peyton Manning didn't have a great coach.
Still averaged this.
Peyton Manning didn't have a great coach.
Peyton at least had a great coach, and Tom Brady had a
I
great
mean,
coach.
McNabb is not like tier one.
Drew Brees had a great coach.
No, he's not at all, and that's what I'm saying.
Drew Brees had Sean Payton.
Drew Brees had Sean Payton. What are you talking about? He's not a great coach.
Peyton Manning had Tony Dungy.
He ain't like top 5, but he's a great coach.
Peyton Manning had 2 Hall of Fame coaches. What are we doing?
Dude.
Okay.
One.
Okay, and he still took Denver to the Super Bowl.
Oh, come on, man.
Okay,
fine. What are you doing? What are you doing, Mo?
No, he's also Peyton Manning.
Come on, man. Listen, what I'm saying to you is that these guys that I'm talking about, these guys that I brung up these guys not to say that Donovan should be equal to these guys. I'm saying these guys had no excuses. And yes, okay, he had Tony Dungy. He had Tony Dungy for a couple of okay, all right. And he got a Super Bowl with Tony Dungy.
So Mo,
but that didn't stop his stats.
Let me put you on the big screen, Mo. Let me put you on the big screen, Mo. Let me ask you a question. Who you a fan of?
Yeah, you're a hater, bro.
Who your team?
New Orleans, baby, all day.
Oh. Okay, all day, every day, right, Mike? Huh, Mike? I mean, Mo, right? All day, every day.
It hurt to find out that McNabb had better stats.
Oh, wait. From 2001 to 05, you wouldn't have took McNabb over Aaron Brooks?
Damn! I mean, but he was good enough to get the job done. It's the same thing.
He was good enough. You
can say the same thing about Alex Smith,
nigga. No, I don't agree.
Mo, in 2005, Mo, and the New Orleans Saints traded Donovan McNabb, nigga, you would have been jumping for joy, nigga.
Because Mo, wait. You're saying that these guys don't get excuses, but would you say that Tom Brady had talent around him?
You talking about me? And your quarterback was Aaron Brooks.
Wait, I'm asking. Wait, Alex.
No, Tom Brady didn't have talent around him on the back end of his career when he got ready to retire. That's when he didn't have
Tom Brady always had talent around him. Let's stop that.
Mind you, Aaron Brooks had Joe Horn.
Tom Brady always had talent around him. It was somebody around.
Maybe 2, 3 years he didn't have talent around him, but other than that, he had talent around him. So to sit there and say that there's no excuses, there's no excuses if you have a bunch of talent around you and you lose, like he did it with T.O. But the other years, it's like, come on, dude. Like, if he had 3 or an extended amount of years to do what he did in that season where he loses and they get to another Super Bowl, who knows what could have happened? I mean, like, the Eagles.
If he gets at least 3 years, T.O., they win a Super Bowl in them 3 years. At least one.
The Eagles get credit for
that defense.
Let's not forget that Tom Brady. Tom Brady took hella pay to get those guys around.
Jesus Christ, Gerald Montrana, Brad Dawkins, Sheldon Brown, and Shepard. Man, they had some niggas on that squad, baby.
You talking about on defense for Philly?
Yes.
Exactly. And that was the reason for the majority of their success.
Doesn't Patrick Mahomes have a good defense?
We said they had a good running defense.
Mo, you know damn well the formula back then was to run the ball and have a great defense.
No,
that
bro.
Ain't the formula
that was the formula.
That was the formula.
No one won.
That was
everyone that won
being a mastermind and having a defense to help back him up.
Everybody did that.
This is the early mid 2000s.
And we're being revisionist about our history, guys. Let's be real about it, Slim. Motherfucking Tom Brady wasn't Tom Brady until probably about 06, 07.
Facts. Those first 3 Super Bowls.
That nigga for a couple years, them first 2 or 3 chips, that nigga Reed's about to get them shits, dog. He wasn't no number 1 quarterback. He wasn't a nigga you were saying we got to have him. None of that shit. It's a lot of niggas who you could have put in that situation who could have probably still won. Let's be honest.
Easily.
Okay.
But why are we comparing Tom Brady to Donovan McNabb?
No, I'm just saying. I'm talking about Mo's point of saying like everybody had. We said this for them. Everybody had a great running game and a good defense.
That was the formula for winning. That was the formula for winning.
None of these guys that we talk about, none of them started off great. These guys just started this in this new era. These younger guys are coming straight out the gate, throwing for almost 4,000 yards. 30 touchdowns in their first season.
It's the time.
That's new. I'm not saying when they first came into the season, when they first came in, everybody did great. That's not what I'm saying. but everybody took off at a faster pace. And everybody that I just named broke 4,000 yards a lot sooner in
different
a lot
eras.
more than Donovan McNabb.
You gave this whole era conversation 20 minutes ago.
We can
And if you be real, if you want to be honest about it, if you really want to be honest about it, I think if you would have put somebody like Alex Smith, Brock Purdy behind that offense, you would have probably the same.
Mo's on timeout for a little bit, guys. He's bugging the fuck out.
No, hold on, guys. Hold on, guys.
Did he say big time bust Alex Smith would have won some shit?
No, here's the thing.
That nigga was the number one pick and overall pick and couldn't even win on his own team. Stop it, Mo.
He did.
And
He went to the
fucking
NFC
discovered
Championship.
fire, and now we can fucking put it on the stove. What is he talking about? This is a different fucking era, bro. What is he talking about?
Yeah.
What is he talking about? Niggas coming out the game throwing 4,000 yards. Yes, of course. It's a fancy
Also,
league.
wait. Also,
Just like Kaepernick had a Super Bowl appearance.
You're comparing Donovan McNabb to Kaepernick? Is that what we're doing?
No. You getting the message? What I'm saying that other quarterbacks make it happen. So him getting that Donovan McNabb having the amount of success.
That 49ers 0-12 roster was so stacked. Are we being for real?
But also,
you shoot from there.
You can Donovan McNabb play.
You're trying to swing back.
Hold on.
Donovan McNabb was good in the era that he played in. He was good for the time he played in. He's not the quarterback that everybody thinks he is.
You're trying to swing back.
Hold on.
Was he top 10 in this era?
No. I think that with his surrounding, because there wasn't as many talented people at that time, he was good at what he was doing.
Was he top
But
10?
he also had a great defense with him too, a Hall of Famer defense, a stellar defense.
Was he top
Tom
10?
Brady had even more defensive weapons around him. Even more.
I
So
mean,
he
was at the bottom top 10.
I can name Tom Brady's entire defense right now.
I'll take it.
Through his three
But for a couple of years though, I don't think that all time.
You're not knocking Tom Brady.
Or when it comes to a lot of these quarterbacks, no. Not at all.
You can't say he's trash.
Nobody
You can't say
is
trash
putting
compared to
him.
other niggas. Go ahead,
Nobody's
Renee.
putting him in like crazy conversations though. Like McNabb, at the end of the day, we realize he's not tier one. He's not the Brady, Breeze, Peyton level.
Peyton Manning wins with that Eagles defense. He wins one with the Eagles defense.
Peyton Manning wins a couple.
100%.
So if we realize that McNabb is like tiers below those like all-time great quarterbacks because that's what they are,
right?
But in that era, he was like that.
Yeah, I mean, and like you said, there wasn't that many crazy competition in the early 2000s. So like, if you recognize he's a good quarterback, then like, what is your issue with?
No.
You said he was trash. You said he was trash.
He was an average good quarterback in a great situation.
He was not average.
He was an average quarterback in the early.
He was an average quarterback in a great situation.
Let me just say,
Let me ask one more question.
You just named all his receivers.
Hold on. Let me ask one
How
more
was he
question.
average?
Let me ask one more question. Today, who's an average quarterback?
Who's an average quarterback?
Yeah. I'm trying to see what your bar of an average quarterback is right now.
An average quarterback.
Watch this. McNabb. What names the niggas? I want to make Is McNabb better than Baker Mayfield?
Absolutely.
I'd say they probably about the same.
The
McNabb
same.
with Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
You think Baker Mayfield will put up 31
don't stay on it. Don't stay. Let's pass through it.
You think Baker Mayfield
McNabb or Dak Prescott?
Yeah, let him do this.
I picked Dak Prescott over McNabb.
Okay. McNabb or Trevor Lawrence?
I'd pick Trevor Lawrence.
oh my God.
He's spitting, but
I'd pick Trevor Lawrence.
No, he's not.
This nigga
McNabb or Derek Carr?
McNabb.
McNabb or Kyler Murray?
ooh,
McNabb.
McNabb or 2023 Russell Wilson?
Russell Wilson, period.
No, we said 2023 Russell Wilson. We didn't say all time
Russell Wilson.
I mean, any year Russell Wilson.
Okay,
Russell Wilson over McNabb.
Wait.
From 2000 to 2010, there was only 4 quarterbacks better than McNabb. It was Peyton, Brady, Brett Favre, and
Eli.
Stop it.
I'm dead.
Eli McNabb.
I would take Eli over McNabb.
No. For that decade, no. Eli. What year did Eli come into? No, I'm taking. Yeah. No, I'm still taking McNabb. 2010. From 2000 to 2010, McNabb was the 5th best quarterback.
Hold on. Because from 2004, he was a Pro Bowler, right? Now let's remember, we poo Pro Bowlers now, but in that era when everybody was going to break, it wasn't no swap outs. It wasn't no. We got the Super Bowl next week, so I'm gonna send it out. No, nigga, the Pro Bowl was after all the games, and niggas was going into it. This is prime Madden. They would have niggas do the promo for Madden, and it'd be all the stars there. Ray Lewis, fucking Jamal Lewis, motherfucking LT.
It mattered more. It definitely mattered more. It was
back then. You was going to the Pro Bowl. So if you was a Pro Bowler back then, nigga, you meant that you was supposed to be there, nigga.
Yeah, McNabb or Tua. That's what I want to know. McNabb or Tua.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, y'all being disrespectful.
McNabb got a cannon. And McNabb got 3 years, nigga.
Listen, Tua is
McNabb was a Pro Bowler. His first year with Sean Jackson.
Slightly above average quarterback, but he can't stop getting hurt. So you can't really. I can't.
Not injury. Off No injury.
All season he played.
I mean, if I had the defense Donovan, I would pick Donovan.
No. In 2000, McNabb was second. In 2000, McNabb was second in MVP votes, only behind Marshall Faulk, who went crazy that year. He had like 1,500 yards rushing. 800-900 yards passing. It was ridiculous.
We're beating a dead horse.
Marshall Faulk, come on, dog.
But I'm telling you, McNabb was second in Pro Bowls.
Let's not forget, he
became a lot of niggas ain't never seen top 5 in MVP votes.
You are captain of your team, and you became second to a running back. Come on, bro.
Mo, stop. You're undermining.
What are you talking about?
No, wait.
Come on, man.
Stop.
Come on, bro. Y'all saying
you are a nasty individual.
You're undermining McNabb's play as a quarterback so low. Like you're acting like because even though they've had a big run game, you're acting like they didn't need a competent quarterback to make it work.
Listen to what you said,
unless you have an all-time O-line.
Big bro.
No, dude, the quarterback play that he was doing was damn near was very.
It was
good.
top
That's
5
all I'm
every
gonna
year.
say. It's not. 5. He's not trash. All right, we are beating a dead horse.
So,
but like,
okay, so let me ask you this, Mike. Let me ask you this.
We are beating.
Did they?
We about to get on the subject. Go ahead, Mike.
Did they not have a stellar defense?
This nigga, we just said that, bro.
Tom Brady. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's talk about another guy with a stellar defense, but bullshitting around. Aaron Rodgers is not reporting the mandatory minicamp because he's going to Egypt.
Oh,
ain't the first time he did that shit. How we feeling about Aaron Rodgers and his goddamn leadership? It's getting a little out of hand.
Yeah. He is an arrogant, self-centered
dog. I was gone. My bad, fellas. I heard the topic when I got back. Y'all was definitely trying to cook. I heard the whole shit when I got back.
His lack of leadership, bro, is just so repugnant, dog. It's crazy. How are you gonna sit there and miss mandatory minicamp, bro? Mandatory minicamp. Where you supposed to be there, you miss 2 days. You go out into wear Greece or wherever the fuck you fucking going. Like that is the most unprofessional thing I've ever seen in my life. You just tore your fucking Achilles. After playing 4 fucking plays. Don't you think you need some more cohesiveness with your fucking receivers?
Y'all picked
Don't
up
you need
a
to be
whole
strong with your new guys?
line,
exactly.
More receivers.
And they got a new offensive coordinator and Nathaniel Hackett.
And a rookie receiver too.
Like, what are we doing here? Peyton Manning would never do that after having a serious injury the year prior. Tom Brady would never do that. So why do you feel like you so arrogant enough that you can fucking sit there and do that? Oh, I'm gonna take off these 2 days when they're mandatory. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Your quarterback. That's the wildest thing I've ever seen. There's no leadership. You lost the locker room. I'd be surprised if they win over 8 games next season. This season. It is the most unprofessional thing you can ever do. It's to miss mandatory
games, Brandon. It's still Aaron Rodgers.
You said what?
That Jets
you said what?
Loaded. That Jets team is loaded. If he's healthy, it's still Aaron Rodgers.
I don't care. He's 40 years old. He just tore his Achilles. He's not going to be the same player anymore. I don't care about any of that. He don't have any cohesiveness with his receivers. He got new guys all around him. He's gonna scoff and sit there and change playbooks whenever Nathaniel Hackett makes a bonehead move, because I don't think he's a terrible fucking offensive coordinator. Nathaniel Hackett is terrible, and I don't even trust him. So they're gonna be button heads. they're not gonna. Dude, the season is not gonna be good for them. I'm telling you right now. They're gonna win 8 games, and that's about it.
They'll hack it on the Packers, let A-Rod do what he wants, so that's why they're not gonna butt heads. But if we really break down, so his worst season with the Packers, we saw that he had all new receivers.
Yeah,
he didn't work with any of them.
Exactly.
Garrett Wilson, he never really got to play in the game with, just practice from last year. His number 2 receiver, Mike Williams, he's never thrown to and is constantly injured. Their third receiver is a 3rd-round rookie who he's never. I don't even know if they've met in person yet. Yeah. So, worst case scenario, you have Garrett Wilson, Mike Williams gets hurt like he usually do, and then your second receiver is a rookie, which you have no chemistry with. And
can I throw?
I am also sick of you guys giving Aaron Rodgers so much credit when he's 40 years fucking old.
Let me throw a scenario.
His skills are deteriorating.
What if it's not that Aaron Rodgers is missing it to miss it? What if in actuality the nigga body ain't right and he's trying to get some work done? What if it's something like that? What if this is a ploy?
I mean, that's kind of what
like he don't give a fuck. What if it's actually something to where secretly he's trying to get some more work done? He different doctors. What if his body's not right and he's trying to get that fixed? Or do we just think he's an asshole?
Wait, but can I say something for Aaron?
Always the same old story with him.
Wait. But to be that good of a quarterback all time, you have to be a leader. I don't care who it is, okay? To be able to win. So like when people knock on Aaron's ability to be a leader and the shit that he does, like, okay, like the thing is like there's always issues behind the scenes that you don't know about why he could be doing what he's doing. Obviously, he might just be skipping out, but at the end of the day, he already was at a training camp with this team. Then he tore his whatever. He said he was going to come back, and then now he's taking off. Like, I'm not necessarily concerned about him being ready. Whether he doesn't have the ability is one thing, but him being ready, I don't see a world where he's not ready. This is Aaron Rodgers. This is one of the smartest quarterbacks of all time. Like, just like touchdown to interception ratio, plays clean football. Like, I'm not saying that they're going to win the Super Bowl or anything, but I don't see it really being an issue as long as he doesn't get hurt. Like,
this team is dysfunctional. This team is totally dysfunctional. I don't care how much talent a 40-year-old deteriorating fucking skills quarterback that Aaron Rodgers is. This team is dysfunctional. You need all your players around you that you can get. You need that cohesiveness. You need the fucking leadership. You need somebody to step up and say everybody needs to do their job. This is a dysfunctional team, and dysfunctional teams always just implode. Look at the fucking 2011 Eagles. When they
you don't think the Jets will make the playoffs? You don't think the Jets will make the playoffs?
The AFC is very loaded, bro. Even if they do make the playoffs, they're gonna get spanked by whoever. This is a hard conference. You can't just go in there thinking that you're just gonna win it all just off of talent. It doesn't work.
Winning
like
it all is one thing.
Or the Jets are winning definitely hope. Minimum. I think
he's talking about winning it all. I've seen Aaron Rodgers say he wants to win 2 Super Bowls with the Jets and then retire. I saw him say that just the other day.
But if
that's his goal.
He's going to say that. Of course.
Hold on. There's a thing you said, Michael, that I feel like you're taking for granted a little bit. Like the whole idea that, oh yeah, you can just miss a mandatory minicamp and then it's fine because it's Aaron Rodgers. I mean, if it was so fine, then we would see more elite quarterbacks just miss these important events. But the reality is all this training matters because it gets you prepared for the season. It fines-tunes the little things. We always say that when it comes to football and any sports, it's a game of inches. So everything matters in terms of preparation. Everything matters in terms of getting your body right. Everything matters in terms of communication. This is a brand new team. Aaron Rodgers has not played a real game with this team yet.
Not nigga, literally one snap.
Facts. He's recovered from injury. Nathaniel Hackett is a terrorist.
It was 2. I'm sorry, it was 2. It was 2 snaps.
Oh, 2 snaps. Malachi Corley is a rookie. Mike Williams just joined the team. Like, this is a brand new team with no offensive identity, with new players, and a quarterback that has yet to play with the team for real. So, if any team needs all these time, it's this team. Because one thing we do know for sure, at the very least, is their defense will be really good. But their defense being really good is not the problem. It's that offense needed to score enough points to be a competitive team.
That's not necessary. Okay.
And
I'm not in disagreement completely.
You want to get more acclimated with your offense because you got hurt to show them, hey guys, I'm here this year. If I'm a guy playing for the offense, I know you got hurt last year. I want to see you try to kick. I want to see your body look, nigga. I want to see you step on your back foot, nigga.
I'm not disputing
Can you
that.
make throws at 40? I want to be more secure about my fucking quarterback. Because if not, we need to be giving fucking Travis Hunter first quarterback snap. Not Travis Hunter, but
Jordan Travis,
and figuring this shit out for the future. That's my biggest concern. What you look like, nigga?
Okay.
You're 40.
Okay, but the question, but what Riddell said about knowing that their defense is going to be good, you also know that you have Breece Hall. You also know that you have Garrett Wilson, and the O line may be a question mark, but that there's more than just the
fucking
defense.
Beautiful offense, man.
So like honestly.
That offense can implode really fast.
I'm
gonna let you guys know that right now.
But he's also 39 years old, coming off whatever he. I forgot what he did. Was it
torn Achilles?
Achilles, dude. Yeah, I honestly, I don't even know if he's ready right now. Like he might not be ready.
Then
I'd rather you
mandatory
mini
camp
than to say
is wild.
you're missing it. You're just missing it, and I haven't provided an explanation. I'd rather you say that you're not ready yet. Be real. To tell the reporters the truth, have the coach say it, whatever. I'd rather you do that than to just say, "Oh, I ain't coming." That's bad leadership. That's bad to the team. All the other guys that are getting paid millions of dollars, they're gonna feel like, "Oh, I can just do the same thing." Aaron Rodgers does it. That's terrible leadership. You are the quarterback. You're the face of the franchise. You can't do that.
For me, it's gonna be fuck this nigga. That's what
exactly.
Midlife crisis.
Patrick Mahomes would never.
Yeah, to Riddell's
Peyton Manning
point,
would never.
Nigga, Kirk Cousins would never.
I don't think any other quarterback in the top 10 would ever. I think
no, they wouldn't. Yeah, but to Riddell's point and to everyone else's point, like he's coming off of an injury. He's 40 years old. He has no chemistry with the receiver. The logical thing that we would just expect is for him to be doing the exact opposite. I expected to see him like do it with like in the park throwing to Garrett Wilson and to the rookie and stuff like that, like how we saw with Brady when he went to the Bucks. I expected like him to put in extra effort, like he shows up to all the non-mandatory camps and stuff like that. He didn't show up to those either.
I don't
think doing less.
So he's doing less when he really should be doing more. So it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So I think it's that. So let's move on to a quick subject. We're gonna get ready before we get to our main thing today. CJ Stroud is the number one right now as far as odds-wise to be MVP. We're gonna go down the line. If you think he's the MVP, cool. If you got another guy who you think you'll take over him, let me know. We'll start with Mo. What you thinking? If CJ Stroud's your MVP, what he has next year, or do you got somebody that you think could be MVP over him? Mo.
You're muted.
You're muted, Mo.
My bad. One more time.
I said CJ Stroud has the number one odds to win MVP next year with all the new weapons that he got and coming out the year he just had his rookie year, probably the best rookie year of a quarterback of all time. Do you have him as your number one, basically odds-wise MVP, or is there somebody you think should be there over him?
I think 100%. I think he has the potential to do that. I think that he can pull that off kind of easy. The reason why I say that is because they're in the position. They have a very beautiful defense right now, man. Their defense. I think that CJ Stroud is just one of those guys, man. He's cut from one of those claws. He's hungry for it, and from the recent interviews that I've seen from him, he seems like his head is right. He seems like, man, he fits the position of a leader, man. I think that 100%.
That nigga stay in the interview. Jesus Christ.
Say again?
I say he stays in the interview.
Oh yeah, he does. Yes, he does. And just seeing seeing those interviews, man, it just shows me where his head's at, and how he takes up for his team. The younger guys, everybody he treats like his little brothers. And the guy obviously has the talent to do it. I think that he's in a position right now to pull it off, and only he can stop himself. So I think that definitely 100% he can win MVP this year.
What you think, Jalen?
I mean, yeah, so he's definitely the trendy and popular pick now. I think what he did last year set him up to be that guy this year. Houston's going to be, should be a contender based on how they played last year. He's going to put up his numbers. So him most likely winning the division. I think he's probably the favorite in that division to win. So all signs point to him being the MVP. But I don't think it's not going to be a walk in the park. I think they'll be playing the guy. I think, Brock Purdy's gonna be right back in the mix. And I do think Mahomes too. He coming off of a Super Bowl, if he has a great year, he's gonna be a name tossed around too. I think sometimes maybe people are kind of just overlooking it because he already won a couple, but he's a guy that's always gonna be in the mix too. So don't mind that. The comeback of Joe Burrow coming off an injury. Actually, Joe Burrow, because of how injury was last year, he's gonna have opportunity to kind of have this big jump in people's eyes, and that plays a role in the MVP thing. If you have a big jump from last year because of his injury, they're like, oh damn, look at the Bengals now with Joe Burrow fully healthy, they're making noise.
They're top 3 to 5 team. There they go, man. Joe Burrow
exactly 100%, right? So he's gonna be in the mix. And then if you want to throw in wild cards in terms of other positions, a running back or wide receiver. Running back will be interesting. Like, depending on how good the Eagles are and what Saquon does, it'll be interesting. Jonathan Taylor.
I'm looking at him in training camp now. He looks good.
That's what I'm saying. So if the Eagles go, win 14, 15 games.
all the MVP picks.
No, you're right. You're right.
My bad.
Let me go over there. Go ahead, Riddell.
Well, I'm glad you took everyone besides my pick. So my pick is Josh Allen.
All day, every day.
Yeah, Josh Allen, I think people are underselling this Bills team just because they lost a few guys. They lost Diggs, but now their wide receiver core is a little bit more complete with adding Keon Coleman and Curtis Samuel. And then obviously a leap from Kincaid, a new identity with the run game. So I think the offense will do very well. And Josh Allen will get all the praise from it. And then the defense, I think, will be good enough. I think people are over-exaggerating with the defense too. When it comes down to it, the only thing I'm like, okay, yeah, it's definitely a downgrade is like the safeties. But other than that, the team is still good. They're still going to do exactly what they got to do with Sean McDermott running that defense. And this team is going to win a lot of games, similar like they did last year. And Josh Allen is going to be looked at with the narrative because that's what's going to connect to him. Stephon Diggs not on the team. He's winning games just like before. He's the MVP. Simple as that.
What you got, Brandon? Is he a guy or you got another guy?
I think CJ Stroud is definitely the number one favorite. I don't think they're gonna pick Mahomes even if he has a good year because you get into that sort of realm of you get fatigued from him winning all the time. Everything's that it's kind of like when they randomly gave Charles Barkley Karl Malone, the MVP out of nowhere. We all know Jordan should have won it. It's just like we tired. Let's pick another guy. I think it'll probably be CJ Stroud mostly. Josh Allen is a guy you throw in the hat, and Lamar, of course. I feel like he can have a big year too as well. But I think probably CJ Stroud.
Talk to me, Hefe. What you thinking?
I'm gonna say CJ Stroud is definitely number one, no question.
Yeah.
Dude is remarkable, crazy talent, crazy IQ in the pocket. But if I had to say a second, I'm definitely going with Lamar. There's no question. It's no question.
Lamar not winning again. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, me neither. Mike, who you got?
Yeah, I'm fine with CJ Stroud being the favorite, but I'm not picking him. He as my favorite. I think Josh Allen is honestly gonna win, and I'll say because I don't know. I feel like with Stephon not there, them just having two solid receivers next to him, and they also have the defense, which is really important, and a whole year with Kincaid after another year. I think that's really important too. Like Kincaid's gonna pop off this year, and honestly, like Joe Burrow too.
Too upset about early.
I think there's a chance Joe Burrow could win MVP and Patrick Mahomes. I feel like those three are still over Stroud though, because obviously they have Diggs, but I don't know.
What you got, Lonnie?
Well, since I'm a Patriots fan, I'm not high on the Bills. That was great. Yeah. And I love Keon Goldwyn's personality. Like every time I see a video of him, it's like he's hilarious. I hope he ends up being a superstar. But I don't think he's gonna have a great season. CJ Stroud's been my guy.
Play for the Panthers. Play for my team. What's his name? What's that
Xavier Legette.
Xavier Legette.
Yeah.
No, but Keon definitely has the best personality. Like,
Did you see the whole signing video? Like when he was asking how to sign his contract?
Yeah, that was funny.
So
you can't not root for him.
For Keon Coleman to go.
No, it is, and I think the Bills personally, at least I'm hoping that they'll have a down season. But I've been high on CJ since early last year. Even in college, I was high on him. But if I had to pick someone else besides CJ, I would probably go Joe Burrow, because if you pay attention to ESPN and stuff like that, like because where the voters are, they every time they mention it, they're like, voting fatigue, Patrick Mahomes, voting fatigue. It was like, even though he didn't win last year, they keep on mentioning voting fatigue. That tells me they ain't voted for Mahomes next year. That's what it's telling me. Like Mahomes is like LeBron. He's like LeBron. He's like Jordan. Like he could still be the best without winning the MVP. That's telling me that they ain't voting for him.
Yeah,
so I'm going CJ Stroud because he makes the most sense. But if not him, Joe Burrow bounce back season, I could see it.
Me personally, I think this could be Josh Allen's Cam Newton year. That year where he lost Steve Smith. He had to do it himself. So now the number that he's putting up, the accumulation is all on him. So if they go 11-5 this year, you're looking at them and going, that's all Josh Allen. This is him by himself. So I got Josh Allen. But if you've been watching and you've been seeing me grunt and mutt over here, the topic of the day, the main topic is the top 100 that they produce. And this is the nastiest fucking top 100 I've ever seen in my life. Now, I don't know if they do what they used to do and have the players do it, but this is very, very nasty. I just want to give a couple things that piss me off. Kirk Cousins made the list at 98.
Damn.
Right? 98.
98.
Now Kirk Cousins made the list at 98. Listen.
I need to see what quarterbacks are in front of him.
He should be higher than that.
This will be funny.
But think about this.
Ain't A-Rod like 92?
Kirk Cousins made the list at 98. You know who didn't make the list at all?
Oh.
Matthew Stafford. How the fuck does that happen?
A little disrespectful.
Damn, that's disrespectful as shit.
All right. I was coming in.
Didn't Aaron Rodgers make the list?
Aaron Rodgers made the list, but who he's above?
Let me just do my grievances.
Let me do my grievances.
Let me do my
grievances.
Let me do my grievances. Okay? Motherfucking Jalen Waddle is 42.
Jesus.
Keenan Allen didn't even make the list.
Wow.
Yo, bro.
Why did Jalen Waddle even make the list? If he made the list, he'd be fucking 99. That doesn't make any sense. He had a down year.
Jalen Waddle better than Mike Evans?
That's cap, Jalen.
I do like the top 5 though. I love.
Jalen had a down year for
Miles,
his standards.
Well, Miles Garrett at 2 though is very impressive. Like I think that's higher than people thought, but that's rightfully.
You said Miles what? Miles is number
Garrett
2
at 2. Yeah, Miles.
Oh yeah, that's actually pretty fair if you watch.
Yeah, that's solid.
He was incredible. He's incredible.
Yeah,
incredible.
How does Devontae Adams make the list, but Keenan Allen don't make the list? How does Jalen Waddle make the list, but DeAndre Hopkins don't make the list?
I mean,
DeAndre fine. Keenan should have made the list.
Why is A-Rod above
This
Trevor?
year's top 100 was straight ass.
The thing with A-Rod though, like if you look at his past couple, you take obviously last year hurt.
Levante David, 97,
Mike.
You said he was the top 2 linebacker in the game. They don't think so.
Shit is crazy.
David, 97.
So let me give you.
So Levante David.
We're gonna order.
Your
100
David
is Tyler Lindenbaugh, the center for the Ravens. Your 99 is Will Anderson Jr. is 90. Okay, anyway. Your number 98 is Kirk Cousins. Shouldn't even be there. Your number 97 is Levante David. He was 71 last year. Your number 96 is Brian Burns. Your number 95 is Jeffrey Simmons, who was 43 last year. Your number 94 is Zach Martin, who was 25 last year. Jalen Carter made the list rookie year, 93. 92, Tyrann Mathieu. 91, Derrick Henry. Mind you, Derrick Henry made the list, but honorable mention, Kendrick Williams didn't make the list. Jahmyr Gibbs didn't make the list. Who else? Aaron Jones didn't make the list. Travis Etienne didn't make the list. Man, this is
Honey Badger's like one of my favorite players ever, but he shouldn't make the list.
You said who?
Honey Badger, Tyron.
No. He was still playing at a pretty good level
over ETN and
he was productive, but he wasn't.
Yes.
I'm saying like over some of the guys that didn't make it.
Over some of the guys
I could argue
Keenan Allen didn't make the list. We're gonna say that Honey Badger had a burst season.
Would you rather have Tyrann Mathieu last year or Xavier McKinney?
Xavier McKinney. He didn't make the list. Would you rather
McKinney, no question. McKinney, no question.
Have Derwin James last year or Honey Badger?
Who?
Derwin had a
down year. Derwin had a down year. He was not good.
Okay. Would you rather have Denzel Ward make the list or Honey Badger?
Don't
Denzel
say
Ward.
Denzel didn't make the list. Denzel didn't make the
Would
list.
you rather have DeRon Bland? Nah, no, I don't believe in him, but what he did last year, or Tyrann Mathieu? Because what I remember, this is what did you do? What did you do for me last year? Is that what you did for me 8 years ago, 5 years ago, 3 years ago? This is what you did last year. Top 100 right now.
Apparently, it's not because Aaron Rodgers made the list.
Yeah, players accounted for other things though. Aaron Rodgers was, I think, a special situation.
Yeah. He played all the 2 snaps. He makes the top 100.
No, but years before that. It's not just last year though. It's in the years before that when he was.
I mean, yeah, the players.
Would you rather have George Pickens make the list or Keenan Allen?
Oh wow, George Pickens made the list.
Yeah, give me Keenan.
George Pickens not only made the list, he's 68.
That's pretty high. Why? That's pretty high.
George Pickens made the list. He's higher than Mika Fitzpatrick. He's higher than Garrett Wilson. He's higher than Montez Sweat. He's higher than Devin Witherspoon. He's higher than Jared Goff. He's higher than Nico Collins.
Damn.
Jesus. He's higher than Deebo Samuels, Devontae Smith. George Pickens is higher than DJ Moore. DJ Moore is 84.
Man, somebody in the league trying to make friends.
Overhyping George Pickens. That's what
I said last podcast. People call me crazy. That's
Do
what
we
I
think
said.
DJ Moore was a worse receiver than Deebo Samuels last year?
No.
Nah, DJ Moore is top 10 to me. I'll be honest.
So how the fuck is DJ Moore 84?
I think he's
81?
like 12th at receiver. I think he's like 12th.
That's fair.
Puka 66.
Valid.
Jair Alexander 64. Laporta's 58. Laporta was a better player on his team than Jalen Waddle. Whatever.
How high is Puka Nacua?
Puka 66. 2 slots above George Pickens, apparently.
What the fuck?
Valid. Puka's
That's
not
how we roll.
Dak
Prescott is 49.
overrated.
Yeah.
You saying Dak Prescott's not top 50?
Hell no.
Are you whoa. No. Are you saying Dak Prescott was worse than Justin Herbert at 41?
Dak Prescott's better this year than Justin Herbert. He was.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care.
Justin Herbert's another guy I don't like.
All right. Hop off
this. We're just talking about the season.
That.
We're not talking about in general. Just about the season.
I think all around quarterback.
Riddell's gonna be angry.
Well, then we just talking about Hall, and we're just talking about seasons. That how the fuck Trey Henderson is 33. He's high.
Yeah, we're just talking about.
He's a good player. He's a good player though. He's a good player.
But 33,
he doesn't deserve to be 33, but he's
crazy. I'm not.
I put him in the 60s. I put him in the 60s and 70s.
Is Dexter Lawrence a top 20 player in the NFL?
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's aggressive. Top 20? Top 20?
He's their whole defense, bro.
Dexter Lawrence is a great player.
He's
Dexter Lawrence. Oh, watch this. Let's just put some niggas in his slot. You taking Dexter Lawrence or Fred Warner?
Fred Warner.
Fred Warner. That's Fred Warner.
Fred Warner's 22. Dexter Lawrence 19. You taking Dexter Lawrence?
Just three spots.
Dexter Lawrence or Trey Henderson last year?
Dexter Lawrence.
No, Dexter Lawrence.
Okay, Dexter Lawrence or let's see another guy I really like. Dexter Lawrence or DeMarcus Lawrence is 55. How? Dexter Lawrence or
I've been doing shit for real.
We're not in that position. We talking about in general, like this guy in general. Dexter Lawrence or Christian Wilkins last year.
Run stuffer.
Dexter Lawrence or Christian Wilkins last year.
Nowadays.
Dexter Lawrence.
Aren't they best friends?
Yeah, the Giants could have
probably how they got on there.
Yeah, that's close though. That's close. It's not like
who's the defensive tackle for the?
No, it's not. It's crazy.
Dexter Lawrence is clearly the second best D tackle.
All I'm saying is look at Dexter Lawrence. If you put him on the D line with the Cowboys, like they'd be freaking disgusting. So like,
all right, so your top 10,
like the best nose.
Your top 10 is Patrick
like
Mahomes,
without Aaron Donald,
Myles Garrett, Trent Williams. That's why Trent want that money because he's number 3. That's why.
He's
Trent
right.
Williams,
He's already the highest paid.
Tyreek Hill, number 4. TJ Watt, number 5.
Tyreek Hill,
finally.
number 4.
Josh Allen, number 6. Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson is not a top 7 receiver last year.
He absolutely was.
What? He was hurt though. He got hurt. He got hurt. He got hurt.
He still got
You're reaching with that.
You're reaching a few games. He was number 3.
Okay, would you put? Oh, we talking about last year. He got hurt. We Jefferson.
year, he still was a good receiver.
Would you take Justin Jefferson over Amon-Ra St. Brown or AJ Brown last year?
Yes.
Every day of the week.
Come on, Early.
You're reaching
Twice on Sundays.
All right,
Twice
number
on
8
Sundays.
is Christian McCaffrey. Number 9 is Michael Parsons. Number 10 is Nick Bosa. Number 11 is Max Crosby. Max Crosby is top
Bosa at 10.
I'm taking Max Crosby over Nick Bosa last year.
Hold on. You could say that, but again, they're so close.
You can argue McCaffrey's too low.
Joe Burrow
you can argue McCaffrey's too low.
15.
Hey, you about to show you why you're going to be top 10, but he's
Hey, man, Joe Burrow, him, man.
You can argue McCaffrey was too low.
Yeah, you can.
You know who wasn't? You know who wasn't top 10? The fucking MVP, who's 16. Let's talk about it, fellas. Let's talk about it.
The disrespect to Lamar Jackson. The disrespect.
Is it disrespect or is it a reality?
I mean, if you look at what he's done.
Hey, Riddell, when you like somebody, you go hard. When you don't, boy.
I'm not.
So you're telling me right now, Joe Burrow is one slot better than Lamar Jackson last year? We heard those season.
I mean, it doesn't make sense.
No,
to me. No, it does make sense.
Hey, early in that playoff game against the Chiefs, who you taking, injured Joe Burrow or Lamar Jackson?
That's
hold on, Riddell. Lamar Jackson is better. Lamar Jackson is more impact and better than Christian McCaffrey, though. So if you have Christian McCaffrey 7 or 8, Lamar over him.
I don't know. One
guy did you say Josh Allen?
The other guy's impact choked.
Are you saying Lamar isn't more impactful than Nick Bosa last year?
Lamar
that
is a
10
top.
That 10 slot should
Lamar
be
was more impactful than Nick Bosa.
And I'm gonna be real with you.
Lamar
that 9 spot should be Max Crosby, and that 10 spot should be Lamar or Swab.
Lamar was impactful all year.
Max Crosby is absolutely better than Nick Bosa. Max Crosby is absolutely better than Nick Bosa. Absolutely.
To me,
absolutely.
Everyone in that
is Myles Garrett, Micah Parsons, TJ Watt, Crosby, and then Nick Bosa.
That's fine.
Max Crosby,
everybody.
Wait, I have a question. Is Max Crosby better than Michael Parsons?
Yes.
Nick Bosa, you might as well argue.
I would take Max Crosby over.
Max Crosby is number 2 or 3 at best. Because TJ Watt does everything. But Max Crosby is literally Myles Garrett, Max Crosby, and fucking TJ Watt. Them the 3, dog. Period.
I think
you can swap them 2 and 3, but them the 3, dog.
Myles Garrett is light years better than all of them, but yeah, that's fine.
Light years.
Oh yeah, Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett, he's in his own planet. Myles Garrett's in his own planet. He's in his own planet. I don't think I'm not comparing it with
Myles Garrett better.
All right.
You gotta watch.
I'm damn sure taking. Hold up, I'm damn sure taking Max Crosby on that 49ers roster. With fucking Warner behind them, more than I'm taking Nick Bosa.
Most definitely.
Nick
Bosa. Go ahead, Jalen.
I just want to say that I just think when we're ranking the guys from like the 7th or 8th spot to the 16, 17, 15, the margins are thin. You know what I mean? Like there's no huge gap. Like they're all so great. We're finding reasons to put one over the other. That's fine. But like this year, one guy having a better season, whether it's more sacks, more tackles, whatever the case is, can jump the other. They're so close that like debating, but it's like there's points for all of them. You know what I mean? So I don't think there's too much debating. It's more so guys who are like maybe ranked 40th or 50th who you think should be like in the top 20. I think those are the conversations.
Okay, so Mark Andrews made it, but Mark Andrews made it, but Njoku didn't make it.
Well, it's like no, the players are going to be more incentivized to think about like their whole careers and all these players' careers. So that's why like all the guys that are in the 70s and the 60s and the 50s that you think should be higher are there. Because
we don't mess with one-hit wonders.
Does anybody think that in sports is hierarchy?
Does anybody think that what's this fucking guy at? Anybody think that goddamn, I just saw him. DeMarcus Lawrence is better than sorry guys, give me a second. Anybody think DeMarcus Lawrence is a better pass rusher than Christian Wilkins right now?
I think it's like close, but I could give the edge to Wilkins. Because the Jets
I like
what's the ranking disparity? What's the ranking disparity?
DeMarcus Lawrence is
so DeMarcus
Lawrence is one of the greatest run stuffers in the game, but his pass rushing has diminished in the past couple of years. But
so
I think
DeMarcus Lawrence is 55. DeMarcus Lawrence is 55. They have him better than Christian Wilkins, who is I think a 78.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
They have him better than Montez Sweat. They got him better than Khalil Mack, who's a 79.
What? Whoa. He's better than Khalil Mack?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
So 55, 79.
Khalil Mack.
55, 79. 20
to what Michael said.
To
what Michael said, the legacy and impact that he's had and the tenure that he's had, players are going to remember that, so it does skew their bias a little bit, right? Just like
Khalil Mack got a pretty good resume.
I hear you.
Khalil Mack has a pretty good resume.
I hear you. Look, I hear
Cowboys D-line with Michael Parsons, they wreck havoc.
With the other guys,
but with
Khalil Mack, it is very interesting that Khalil Mack doesn't get the same respect in that regard.
Khalil Mack is better than DeMarcus Lawrence, man. I'm sorry.
I'm not mad that you said that.
Now the Christian Wilkins thing, I'll let that go.
Could be the Cowboys bias. It just could be a Cowboys bias.
Time was low-key a while ago at this point. It was
DeMarcus Lawrence, he still has some good years left. I give him about 2 or 3 more good years because he's a great run defender. As a run defender, he's amazing, dude. You're not getting past him. But his pass rushing skill has diminished over the past couple of years, but still a solid player.
Khalil Mack definitely better last year, you could say.
Yeah, for sure. That's a little crazy to me.
Last year, do you think who you got? DJ Moore, Devontae Adams last year alone.
See, but I'm never putting DJ over Devontae. I'm never.
DJ Moore's a good receiver. Don't get me wrong. He's about 12th, 11th.
Nah, he's cool.
He's not
Devontae. Exactly. It's different. It's different.
Nah, come on now. We're talking about Devontae being number 1, 2, or 3 in anybody's list over DJ Moore.
I say look, Devontae in a better situation next year.
He's 2. He's
1 or 2. He can be 2 or 1. Yeah.
I don't put him over Justin. I don't put him over Justin, but he's still he's a great player.
If Myles Garrett's healthy though for a full season, that's actually a player that I would be he has a shot at the MVP at defense. Last year, if he didn't get injured, he would have been in the MVP conversation.
I hear you. If you didn't give Aaron Donald over the past 10 years, an MVP, JJ Watt didn't get one.
Nah, JJ Watt.
JJ Watt I think could have won one too. I hear you though, he could, but those guys not getting it, I don't know if he's better.
When JJ Watt was Defensive Player of the Year for 3 years in a row, he should have won MVP too. I'm just saying.
Yeah, for one of those.
His prime was just as good as Aaron Donald's. As Aaron Donald's prime. His prime was just.
There was a season where he literally had a receiving touchdown, fumble recovery touchdown, interception, pick 6, and a rushing touchdown. Watt was ridiculous.
Absolutely. You can even argue. You can take the offensive stuff away, but those swats that he was getting, even though he wasn't getting sacks, even though he was just getting pressured, and he was swatting the ball away when the quarterback's throwing the ball and he's still swatting it away. That's never been seen before. But
JJ Watt really never fell out for no other reason other than they were stopping a lot of that hard-nosed defensive plan, man.
No.
Football, they got a lot of guys faded because of that, and that's what JJ Watt was probably part of that era, man, where that hard nose, man, you getting slammed. And when they stopped a lot of that quarterbacks going airborne, getting charged for that and stuff like that, getting fined, he kind of faded out around that time, and Clay Matthews followed behind.
But he struggled with injuries.
JJ had injuries. Yeah, he had injuries.
JJ Watt's 2014 season, other than Lawrence Taylor, was probably the greatest defensive season ever.
Yeah,
that 2014 season I think was the greatest, except for the Lawrence Taylor series, because I just think he's in a different planet.
And one was on coke.
Yeah. But JJ Watt said it best. Even he said that year a quarterback should always win just because of the impact quarterback.
So here's your honorable mentions. Jonathan Taylor, not a great season. Dre Greenlaw, T. Higgins. I'm gonna go to the names as notable. Tyron Smith, Quentin Nelson, Jahmyr Gibbs didn't make the list. And
Quentin Nelson didn't make the list.
I mean, it makes sense. Jahmyr Gibbs didn't make the list.
Terry McLaurin didn't make the list. Who else? Matthew Stafford didn't make the list, but Aaron Rodgers and fucking
Stafford and Big Q not making the list is criminal.
David Njoku didn't make the list.
I mean, Matt Stafford
Xavier McKinney didn't make the list. Patrick Queen didn't make the list. Jonathan Allen, Aaron Jones, B. John Robinson didn't make the list. Travis Etienne didn't make the list. Karen Williams didn't make the list. CJ Mosley didn't make the list. And I can at least argue that he shut down Travis. He shut down Travis Kelce his damn self.
Hold on. Didn't Zaire Franklin make the list? And CJ Mosley didn't make it?
Yep.
Oh, what are we talking about here?
Keenan Allen didn't make the list. Who else?
Who's doing these rankings? Who's doing this?
The players.
Players are doing this.
Players are voting.
Amari Cooper didn't make the
They
list.
don't know what the fuck they talking about. Why is Zaire Franklin making the list and CJ Mosley not making the list?
DeForest Buckner
CJ Mosley is a
didn't
top
make
5
the list.
linebacker. Zaire Franklin was like 10th. Doesn't make any
Amari
sense.
Cooper, DeForest Buckner didn't make the list. DeAndre Hopkins didn't make the list. Denzel Ward didn't make the list. Raheem Morissette didn't make the list. And DeRon Bland didn't make the list.
Well, Raheem Morissette, I don't give a fuck about. That was a one-hit wonder shit. But fucking CJ
DeForest
Mosley
Buckner
not
didn't
making
make
it.
the list.
Oh my god.
I saw an executives top 10 list, and there was a quarterback list, and it was pretty good. They had Matthew Stafford number 5 over Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
DeForest Buckner was a better defensive player last year than Jalen Carter. Period.
Who?
DeForest Buckner was a better defensive player last year than Jalen Carter. He was.
Jalen Carter, he was inconsistent. Like when he was good,
exactly,
he was amazing. But when that's what it is.
Jalen Carter was a little inconsistent.
Man, that upside time.
I'm taking
hold on. Who's that
defensive Buckner over Montez Sweat too?
Who's that defensive tackle for the Panthers? What's his name?
Derek
Brown.
Derek Brown.
Oh my, Derek Brown can play, bro. I watched film of him the other day, bro. He can play, bro.
He's 59. He's 59.
Okay, 59. Yeah. You better make the list.
Yeah, he's 59. Rashad Slater. DeForest Buckner was better than Christian Barmore last year for the Patriots. Come on, man, stop it.
I don't know. The Patriots.
Jalen Hurts made the list. No Andrews, no Matthew Stafford. Come on, guys. Jalen Hurts 53.
Well, why we got
Jalen Hurts 53. Wait. Jalen Hurts is 53, and fucking my guy, motherfucking Jordan Love, is 87.
Oh,
hey,
Jalen?
Respect the tush push.
Jordan
Gotta
Love
respect the tush
made the
push.
list?
Brock Purdy is 85.
Yo, Brock Purdy made the list.
Hey, he's higher than Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, bro.
Y'all knew
top
Brock Purdy
three.
was gonna make the list.
Brock Purdy was top 3 MVP votes last year. Top 35 MVP votes last year. At one point,
he
he
made
was
it over
number
Trevor
1.
Lawrence. That's crazy.
I'm gonna say this right
Wait,
now.
Trevor
Jordan Love.
Trevor Lawrence is
Trevor Lawrence is like
62.
90.
Trevor Lawrence is 62.
Deserves.
I'm so done with this.
No, I thought he was in the
Almost like
90s.
deserves.
I thought he was in the 90s.
No, he's 62.
Oh wow.
62.
I'm speechless. I mean, I just don't
It's
know.
a lot of old linemen on here, but they're giving old linemen. This is the most old linemen fucking.
Nobody hates old linemen but you, Earl. Nobody hates old linemen
Top
but you.
100 I
I
ever
noticed that little hate.
seen.
Yeah, you
did the
hate
last show. Yeah, what is
I like the big uglies. I like the big uglies.
God damn.
mean,
That's cool to do that in
on the
high school, bro.
Panthers.
But you gotta grow up.
Hey,
What
Mike.
does it
Hey,
matter?
Hefe. Antonio Winfield, 31.
Antoine Winfield.
Wait, didn't
Kyle Hamilton, 36.
Yeah.
Put some respect on his name. He better than that nigga.
Oh, now the list is
Yeah,
good.
early. I'm looking at it
Didn't
right now.
FHA
I'm looking at it right now. Trevor Lawrence is 94.
The fuck is early looking at, bro?
You might be looking at last year.
No.
Are you looking at last year?
It's this year.
Zaire
Jalen Carter's on the list.
Franklin.
Zaire
100
Franklin is 100.
100.
Levante David 99. Cameron Hayward 98. Scary
What the
Terry
fuck list am I looking
97.
at?
Dion. I'm on NFL.com. Dion Dawkins is at 96.
Lock in.
Julian
You made us
Lowe.
have a fucking aneurysm for nothing just now.
Wait.
Yeah, nigga, were we tripping this whole time?
What the fuck are you doing?
What are you looking at?
Probably an ESPN list then.
That might be ESPN. Yeah, Trevor Lawrence is 94.
It's CBS, I think. Okay, let me go
Nigga, did
look at
Skip
this.
Bayless give you that list?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Never
Harris is
trust
good.
CBS.
Hey man. Shout out.
Never
to
trust CBS, man.
God damn.
So this is the NFL Network list.
Yeah, NFL Top 100 is NFL.com. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Trevor Lawrence is 94.
Disgusting.
And they put Aaron Rodgers at 92.
Yeah, I remember seeing that, and that's disgusting.
It's weird.
You know, he played 2 snaps last year.
I see
snapped his
Zaire
fucking
Franklin,
Achilles.
Levante Davis still in the 90s. Cameron Hayward, Scary Terry made the list. Okay,
Cameron
Dion
Hayward should be higher.
Julian Love, Trevor Lawrence is 94. Harrison Smith is 93. Aaron Rodgers is 92. He shouldn't even make the list. What the fuck is going on? They only went to 40, right? On the list, right?
Huh?
They
only have up to 71 right now. So 80 is Sam Laporta, 79 is Fitzpatrick, 78 is Kyron Williams.
Fuck did Odell make that list, man?
77 is Trey
If
Hendrickson.
Odell got the ball more, he had a good year, man. He just got the ball more, honestly.
76 is Greenlaw.
No, he didn't.
75 is Herbert.
Let it go.
Devontae Smith is 90. Buda Baker is 89.
Jesse Bates.
But I want to know why they doing the Boston Days dirty like that, bro.
Hold. Where's my boy?
DK Metcalf was 84.
Screw up. Anyway, what happened with TJ Hawkinson? Is he on the list? He better be. Dude, TJ Hawkinson didn't make the list, bro.
It's only up to 71.
It's not complete,
I don't
though,
know.
Brandon.
It's only up to 71.
Derwin James 83. Montez Swift 82.
I swear to God, if he ain't on
How
that
does
list,
Kirk Cousins make the list?
dude. He was looking like
I
MVP.
can disagree with that.
He was looking like an MVP if he didn't get hurt. He was looking like it. He was playing well.
It was playing like the
a lot of guys play well.
Quarterback in football.
Now he was definitely top 3 last year. Before he
got hurt. He was
Sam Laporta, Mika Fitzpatrick.
They have Kirk Cousins at 81. So
y'all got so lucky Kirk got injured because I was about to cook y'all.
I was about to have to block Riddell. I was
going
to block Riddell on everything.
You're going to see Kirk Cousins choke his cock off like he always does.
Hey man, I just tell the truth out here, man. I'm a truther. You feel me?
Then why does it never happen if it's the truth then? Why is Kirk Cousins never done anything in the playoffs?
Why is Dak never in the playoffs?
When did I say Dak deserved anything?
Dak and Kirk are the same fucking player.
I never
Dak is more mobile. That's it.
Dak has had
Kirk's better at throwing the football.
His entire career. That's the difference. Hey, I wish Kirk could have the Dak rosters throughout his entire career.
Side note, Riddell, you lost the bet, by the way.
What bet?
The Chainsaw Man bet, you lost it.
Okay, all right. Hey man,
respect my knowledge.
Not make the playoffs.
Respect.
I'm telling y'all right now, if Aaron Rodgers has,
who could have used them Dak rosters?
You guys are not gonna fucking.
You know who could have used them Dak rosters? 2000 McNabb.
Facts.
Don't bring this shit back up, please.
I don't know.
I don't want to bring this back up no more. Don't bring this shit back up, please.
He probably still wouldn't have made the top 100.
Oh man. See what this nigga do?
Hey, Mo, do you just not like McNabb? Some people don't like niggas, man.
How about
did he like take your girl or something?
Yeah,
what happened?
Like, fuck your wife. Like, what is going on?
Nah. Matter of fact, if he didn't,
I didn't see McNabb winning record versus Saints. He probably was spanking y'all
if he
niggas.
could have took my girl, he could have had more respect from me, but he didn't.
Who do you guys have better? Zeke his best 2 years or Westbrook his best 2 years?
Westbrook, all day, every day.
What? Brian Westbrook or Zeke? I was wondering, yeah. Could be
my God.
Brian Westbrook, bro.
Zeke
Westbrook was a poor man's Marshall Falk. Let's calm the fuck down.
Come on, bro.
Zeke is overrated. He had a great O-line.
Zeke couldn't catch for shit in the backfield.
Oh my God, bro.
Yeah, he can't catch a football like Westbrook.
We're talking about Zeke's prime 2 years.
Yeah.
Those prime 2 years were.
Let's have fun. If Brian Westbrook played for those fucking prime year O-line fucking Cowboys.
That O-line was crazy.
That O-line was crazy. O-line was stupid. The O-line was stupid, but Zeke was going crazy. Zeke was going crazy.
Let's not forget it. Let's not forget the Cowboys.
Michael, we're not gonna keep glazing the Cowboys, okay? I see what you're doing.
I'm not glazing anybody. All I'm saying is that Zeke literally led the league in rushing his first year. So why are we talking about
with the best line in the NFL?
Yeah, but we're saying who had those better? Who had the best 2 years? Who had the best 2 years? Zeke or Westbrook?
It's not.
So I can't
It's not close, dude. You know it's not close. Zeke.
Right, that's being disrespectful. That's being disrespectful.
I'm taking Westbrook. Like you can't say that.
Also, hey, if we
talking about a running back,
if we taxing Zeke, we're taxing Le'Veon Bell too. Then
Dude, I'm looking up the numbers.
Neither one of them is fucking with Westbrook,
I'm
bro.
looking up the numbers.
Okay, that's a lie. That's a lie.
That's
That's
a
just a
lie.
straight
Le'Veon
lie.
Bell?
No. Le'Veon Bell.
Prime Le'Veon Bell.
He was a different animal.
You know
He
what?
He was a great receiving back.
You'll take
Great.
prime Le'Veon Bell over Westbrook.
You said what?
Yes.
Yeah, heartbeat, nigga.
Oh my God!
Yes.
Oh my God!
In a motherfucking heartbeat, nigga.
I'm taking a nigga from Fort Washington, Maryland, because he's from where I'm from. Went to the Master of Liberty.
Yeah, so that's bias. That's bias right there. That's straight bias.
Come
You can't
on,
tell me that's
bro.
not bias. So
Come
fuck
on,
whatever
bro.
Early's saying.
Come on.
My only knock on Le'Veon Bell was he wasn't a home run hitter, but that patience, that fucking juke move, that vision, that contact balance, that fucking receiving back, Le'Veon Bell was like that, bro. You're crazy.
Okay, yeah. He was like that. But all that he did, Westbrook did it better.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
And I love
They're different.
Le'Veon Bell was just a good receiving back as him.
Okay.
Le'Veon
So what is it that
contact
Le'Veon Bell
balance.
did
Le'Veon Bell
other than be able to lower his shoulder? He's a 6 foot. He came into the league 260.
Let me tell you.
Le'Veon was hot.
Let me tell you.
He's a big guy. He should be able to do that.
Le'Veon was
all the things that have nothing to do with physicality.
No,
all the things.
it has 100%
Better vision.
to do with physicality. When you got a guy that's 6'1", 260 pounds, that's a tight end, dude.
We're taxing a nigga for his body now.
That's why
We're taxing for his body now.
Wait. B.
But I will tax a nigga. Wait. I will tax a nigga
Brown
when you got Antonio Brown. When you have Antonio Brown, I will tax you, nigga.
I don't care about
Antonio Brown. He did not have no receivers out there.
We're talking
fine. I know that. But we're talking about just prime off a running back. Not
No,
fucking
dude.
offense.
Let-
Not
Bro,
all other
Westbrook did not have nobody. He was still running.
I agree with you. And you just fucking
I'm a
fucking
Westbrook
agree
fan, y'all. I'm sorry.
No,
Because
dude, no.
Westbrook
This is old
was
head
what
shit.
Ray Rice
This is
was,
what
and we
Chip-
love
this is
Ray
what
Rice
Chip
before he
used to
got
play
that.
about.
Yeah. Y'all acting like some old heads right now. Y'all acting like some prime old heads right
Worse
now.
than Brian Westbrook
is all
is
right.
asinine. It's asinine in every capacity.
Yeah.
Lev Bell was that nigga, man. He was that guy.
And I
was
love
absolutely
Westbrook. And I love
And I
he's
love
one of my
Westbrook,
favorite-
too.
he's
That's
one
the
of
thing
my
about it.
favorite
I
running
hate to do
backs.
this.
But he wasn't better than Le'Veon Bell in his prime. What?
No.
You know who will be better than Le'Veon Bell now?
Bro, Le'Veon Bell
Now that
lasted
he has a
3
good
seasons,
offensive
and then
line?
what happened after that?
That's what we're just talking about the prime. We're talking about the best. We're not talking about overall career. We're just talking about like the best year.
I'm going with
Yeah,
Brian
but
Westbrook.
3
That's my
years,
guy.
3 years,
Dude,
having 3 good years is not good enough.
I'm also, and again, I love doing running back. So you can cancel whatever you want. It's basically who you like. I like Brian Westbrook, but I tell you one nigga I will tax, that goddamn Adrian Peterson. Boy, that boy can catch. I do not. To this day, I'm not the biggest AP fan, y'all. I'm sorry, man. That
Dude,
nigga,
you
don't have to be.
run the ball.
Early,
You don't have
why
to be.
you
He's the top 5
embarrassing
running back of
yourself?
all time.
You
don't need them to catch the ball, man. You just
Yeah, he doesn't have to be. He's the
But
top
he
5
could have been
running back of all
so
time.
more dynamic if he had any type of coordination. Like he was literally like when
Nigga,
you play with the kids
you play here.
and you
really
say
are.
get the ball and go.
You really are playing.
He couldn't do
Yeah,
nothing
dude.
else, boy.
I mean, he doesn't need to when he's that shifty,
What's
that big.
what's
and that
okay,
fast.
AP,
what's his best year?
AP or LT?
LT.
AP,
Yeah.
dude.
AP or
What
Eric
offense
Dickerson?
am I?
Eric
getting?
Dickerson.
I low key
AP
might
or
take
Eric
it.
Dickerson?
I'm
Eric
taking AP.
AP.
Hey, what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
AP.
Eric
Fuck you,
Dickerson.
Willie.
AP.
AP or OJ Simpson?
AP.
Okay,
OJ.
OJ was a killer.
OJ.
man. OJ was a
Come on,
killer.
OJ.
OJ
Yeah,
was a
Niggas
killer.
don't know how
AP.
good OJ was.
Okay,
OJ was a killer.
OJ's actually like top 3, top 4, top 5, bro. Like,
Yeah,
fuck.
you're not being fair, bro. AP is that nigga, man. Come on, I cut it out. You're just hating.
You're
man.
talking about.
AP was a dog.
I'll take
AP
AP
or
over
Emmitt
Chris
Smith?
Johnson. I'll take AP over
A
Chris
lot of
Johnson.
people
I'll take it.
forget that he did
AP.
everything he did with no
AP or
team.
Emmitt Smith?
Same position
AP.
is very
AP all day. All day.
Yeah,
all day.
I'm not mad at it.
AP or Walter Payton?
Walter Payton.
Walter
Payton.
AP or Earl Campbell?
Earl
AP.
Campbell.
AP.
I take AP.
AP or Barry Sanders?
Barry
Sanders.
running back of all time.
Barry
He's the best
Sanders.
running back of all time.
Of all
Best running
time.
back of all time. Yeah.
Of all
AP.
time.
And it's not close.
I'm gonna go back
Not
in
close.
the day.
It's not close.
No,
I don't really
Barry
have
Sanders
an
is the greatest
opinion about
quarterback
the
of all
old.
time.
Whoa, come back, Lonnie. You said AP over Barry Sanders?
No, I said Barry Sanders is number 1, and there's not a close second.
Yeah,
That's what I said.
All
I said AP over Barry Sanders.
What?
I don't really have an opinion about.
Anyway,
Pepe, aren't you the guy that said Josh Allen is mid?
we're not even respecting. He's just trolling right now. He's trolling. We're not even respecting that right now. He's trolling. He's like, stop it.
He's the trolling.
Hey. But I will say this. Man. If he had a good offensive line, good, not just like average offensive line. Saquon Barkley can be in these all-time conversations.
I agree. I agree with you.
Saquon Barkley really likes.
And also, if Todd Gurley never had that knee injury,
he's an all-timer.
I mean,
Todd Gurley,
he's still top 10 in rushing yards.
I know.
He's still top 10 in rushing.
He's top 5 in touchdowns since 2017. Did y'all know that? He doesn't play in like fucking 3 years.
AP
version. So nasty.
Are we doing AP or are we doing Jim Brown?
AP.
Jim Brown, me.
AP.
Who's your top 3 all time?
Barry Sanders, 1. Walter Payton 2, and
third is always hard for me.
Yeah, third is hard.
It ain't hard. And Daniel Tomlinson is the 3rd greatest running back of all time.
No, he's not. It's somebody else.
Hey man, get the fuck out of here. What?
I feel like we're forgetting somebody that's 3rd.
No, we not forgetting no fucking body.
It's LaDainian Tomlinson.
You have Jim Brown, Marcus Allen, Earl Campbell. You got O.J. Simpson. You got AP. You got Emmitt Smith.
Earl Campbell was that nigga, bro. Earl Campbell was that nigga.
Earl was nothing but power. Stop.
Usually Jim Brown is
he's not these guys.
Usually Jim Brown.
It's a poor man's Derrick Henry.
Y'all know who Earl Campbell is. Just say that. Earl Campbell was one of them. Earl Campbell used to line up.
No. Don't try to
that with me.
little
I've
nigga
watched
me.
Earl
I know
Campbell
exactly who Earl Campbell is.
Bro,
He was nothing but power. That's it.
Where's
he was a
Earl
fullback.
Campbell?
AP, hold on. AP. Hold on. Wait. AP, or one of the goats. Are we going with Adrian motherfucking Peterson, or are we going with sorry, wait a minute. Or are we going with Marshall Falk?
Oh shit! I gotta go with AP.
I'm going with Marshall Falk. Your niggas are out of here.
I gotta go with AP, bro.
I gotta go with AP.
You're nasty.
Say something interesting like Gale Sayers. Like say some interesting shit. Yeah. Like you just saying like generic ass.
Me and him used to argue. Me and him.
As an obvious running backs. Like you're saying. Like,
I noticed you didn't say Chris Johnson yet.
I mean, he played with Kirk.
And Chris Johnson.
I'll take Chris Johnson over any running back ever.
I love Chris Johnson.
No. Back in the day, you used to swear to me that Chris Johnson was better than Adrian Peterson. I
told you
out
of fucking up.
Okay, exactly, nigga. Exactly.
You still thought.
Hey, listen. We both know, Brandon. We both know. In his prime, I'm taking Chris Johnson over AP any day.
Over anybody.
Nobody's better than
move speed. That nigga Chris Johnson needed one
AP
move.
or prime Jamal Charles.
AP like the same thing.
Adrian Peterson was just
I love me some Chris Johnson.
Adrian Peterson was just fast.
Yeah, AP the same thing.
All right.
Adrian Peterson was a home run player. Don't do that,
bro.
AP or prime
Chris
Jamal
Johnson
Charles.
has a top 5 all-time 40.
AP. I mean,
don't give it about 40, bro.
Hey, early.
Jamal Charles is nice.
I'm saying prime Jamal Charles.
Not as
Oh yeah, Jamal was one of those dudes too.
If Jamal didn't get hurt, Jamal be all-time back too.
And he's better than Chris Johnson too.
Stop it.
I said,
yeah, he is.
Jamal Charles was better than Chris Johnson.
He's better than Chris Johnson.
CJ, that's all I gotta say.
Honorable mentions.
Clint Portis was a dog.
I think
he's not topping the list.
He was cool.
No, I said honorable mentions. Honorable mentions. Clint Portis.
You and the football team, man.
Honorable mentions. Jamal Lewis.
Reggie Bush.
Sean Alexander.
Get the fuck
out of here.
Sean Alexander. Sean Alexander, I think deserves something.
Sean Alexander was a fucking dog, bro.
You tried it with Reggie Bush, though.
Oh, wait. Honorable mention.
You tried it with Reggie Bush.
He might be top 7 back of all time. We can talk about enough. Steven Jackson is up there, dog.
Steven Jackson is
good. He was gonna.
Steven is good.
He don't get enough love.
Frank Gore.
Derrick Henry's up there.
Frank Gore is just like longevity, but I wouldn't make him a top.
No, I don't know how that dude did it, man. I don't know how the fuck he did it.
Frank Gore is a guy who played, longevity where he's giving you like 15 points a season, like 15 points per game.
You give me 10 years of Adrian Foster. He's a top 5 back.
Yo,
Arian Foster.
Did David Johnson have like the greatest
Yeah.
one year thing then drop off? Who's the greatest
Yeah.
1 year?
Probably.
David
No,
Johnson,
like,
that
yeah.
1 year was nice.
Yeah.
Josh Jacobs had that 1 year thing too. And he's still amazing.
No, but David Johnson's was
Yeah,
good.
20
No,
was
I'm gonna give
super
y'all
crazy,
one
man.
I'll
1
take
year
it one
wonder.
crazy,
I'm gonna
that
give
one.
y'all a great 1 year one. I'm gonna give you two. I'm gonna give you DeMarco Murray for 1 year.
Yeah, here it going.
And I'm gonna give you motherfucking Peyton Hillis.
But
Wait,
Peyton
early.
Peyton was a 1 year just overrated though. Like that 1 year, like goes cool.
Yeah.
It
was 1,100 yards.
Yeah,
That wasn't
yeah,
that
it was
good.
not crazy.
It was
You know
1,100.
who like really fell off?
100.
You know who
I have
like
a
was on
question.
pace to
Wait,
be
I
awesome,
don't care.
and they just fell off?
Hey, but Brandon, you know who didn't get 1,200 yards with that same O line? Trent Richardson.
Dude, I have a question.
Why would you pull that on me? Why would you
Had
say that?
900 yards in his first game.
I
That
have
was
a
so
question.
disgusting.
I have a
Why would you
question
say
for
that to
Early.
me?
I have a
Why would you
question
say that
for
name
Early.
to me?
But you know who also
Why-
fell off?
That's
With
like
Trent
missing
Richardson?
Beetlejuice.
Doug
Beetlejuice
Martin.
3 times.
Who remembers
Go
Doug
ahead,
Martin?
go ahead, Mike. Go ahead, Mike.
Early, you talk
he had a
about
The
crazy
muscle
year.
hamster? Yeah.
Doug Martin had
He had a
one
crazy.
good year.
He was great the first like 3 years. Then he just
Go
fell
ahead,
off
let me
completely.
hear it, Mike. Mike, go ahead, Mike.
You talk about DeMarco Murray, but you just sat
Here
here
this
and
nigga go.
you
Here this
said
nigga
that
go.
Zeke isn't better than Brian Westbrook
What?
because of his O-line.
No, I would
When
say
DeMarco
Mike,
Murray had
Mike,
the
hear what I'm
best
saying, Mike.
O-line of all
I would
time.
take Brian Westbrook.
Or one
Probably
of
did.
not one of them.
I would take Brian Westbrook's 2,100 yards from scrimmage and 2,200 yards from scrimmage, which led the league in NFL both them years,
Bro,
over
Zeke's was like
Zeke's
19.
1,600 yards. honestly.
Zeke's was like fucking
Christian
18,
McCaffrey or Brian
1900,
Westbrook?
bro.
Okay, honorable
that's
mention to Jerome Bettis. The numbers he put up with his size is something we don't talk about enough.
No,
That
I'm
nigga-
not gonna lie,
I'm taking Jerome Bettis over Franco Harris.
Jerome Bettis is one of those guys where like I watched the game, done the
This nigga
press
named
kit,
Franco
and then-
Harris. That's crazy.
And then I look at the box score, I'm like, oh damn, he actually had that many yards.
Yeah, when you think
Yeah,
Jerome Bettis, when you see him, you think
He's like Brandon
gimmicky big.
Jacobs, but
You think
Whoa, whoa,
gimmicky,
whoa,
almost like Christian
whoa, whoa. We
McCoy.
forgetting
Yeah,
somebody.
Brandon
We
Jacobs.
forgetting somebody.
You think of a gimmicky guy who like, because like you, when you look at Jerome Bettis, he was built like Mike Tolbert that played for the Panthers.
We forgetting somebody major.
But when you look at him, do you remember like, damn? When you look at his stats, you like, damn, he 1,300.
Yeah, I'm like, oh damn, I just didn't see it.
Maurice Jones-Drew. We forget somebody major.
Ooh.
That guy was a problem.
Ooh.
You're right. I like
Maurice
that. I like that.
5'5", 200 pounds, hitting DN.
Maurice
He's like-
Jones-Drew was
he
a
was like a-
problem.
He's
He was
definitely,
incredible.
He wasn't better than Fred Taylor.
Yeah,
Also early, Zeke-
I mean,
ain't gonna lie,
y'all like, he was
years?
up there with Fred,
Hold
though.
on, wait a
He
minute.
was up
Give
there
me
with
3
Fred.
years. Give me 3 years of Falcons, Michael Turner. My God.
No, Maurice Jones-Drew
Not better than
was
Maurice
that.
Jones-Drew. Not better.
That
than
nigga
Maurice
had
Jones-Drew.
legs
Michael
like
Turner, though.
fucking. That
Dude,
nigga had
Maurice
legs
Jones
like
is
Easily.
the
fucking
most
tires, dog.
underrated
Easily.
running back. And what's his name? Frank Taylor.
And then we talking about all
Maurice
all
Jones-Drew was
purpose,
a good kick returner, too.
all purpose. Matt
Yeah.
Forte.
Matt
Oh,
Forte
take
was
a beauty.
there.
Take a beauty. Take a beauty.
Also early, Zeke had
Shout out
2,000
Marshawn
yards
Lynch, too, of
twice.
course.
Shout out
Clear
Curtis
catch.
Martin too.
Facts.
B
Thomas
should start getting
Jones.
more love.
10,000 yard back. Now he's on P Valley doing a great job of acting. Follows me on Instagram. Met him in real life. Great guy.
Shout
top-
out
he's
Ricky.
top 10 because of that. Huh.
Ricky Williams, another 10,000
Ricky
yard back,
Williams,
who had a
Ricky
great
Williams.
first.
Oh, Ricky Williams was that dude.
Oh, you know what? You know what's crazy too? I'm looking at these numbers. Guess who led the league in rushing? 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005. Those 4 years, who led the league in rushing? If you combine those 4 years, Clinton Portis.
I said Clinton. I said
Yeah,
Clinton.
I didn't realize he was leading the league for those 4
We
years.
forget Adrian James, too.
Hefe.
Adrian James, too.
That nigga
Washington,
Clinton Portis.
Washington was
What's my
spamming
man name? What was the
Clinton.
nigga? What was the running back Clinton Portis had? Hefe. I mean, the fullback, big dude. He used to grab his jersey
Mike
and
Sellers.
literally use that nigga like a dummy while he ran the ball. It was the coolest shit I've ever seen. Clinton Portis used to literally get on
Mike
he used to
Sellers.
get on his fullback's back, grab the back of his jersey, and leave with him, dog. And then once he found his hole, he was out of there. It was
So
some of the
in that
coolest shit I watched.
4 year stretch, he had 1,500 yards. And one of those 1,591 yard seasons, he played 13 games. That's insane.
Now mind you this.
15,
Now
14.
mind you this.
15.
Back then, think about how good he was, Jalen Carter.
Yeah, no, it's real.
Champ Bailey's a top 5 corner all time. They traded Champ Bailey for that nigga because they thought he was that good.
I hear you.
You would never trade Champ Bailey, even
That's
your
the-
top running back.
that's the dumbest
You wouldn't
shit
trade
of all
Sauce
time.
Walker.
I'm not gonna lie,
You wouldn't
facts.
trade
He was
Jalen Ramsey. You wouldn't trade Patrick Surtain. You wouldn't trade none of the niggas. Chris
If they
McCaffrey.
said, if they,
But
if
like
they
we said,
said-
back then though, the running back was more valuable.
yeah, back then,
Right?
But
There's a
now,
lot
if
more
they go, I'll give you
Was
Jahmyr
it?
Gibbs for Sauce Gardner. They tell you kiss my ass 2 times. They're not going for that shit.
Not even Jahmyr Gibbs. You wouldn't take Christian McCaffrey for Sauce Walker.
Oh,
You wouldn't take The best.
I don't know, man.
Gardner.
I don't know,
Gardner.
man.
Sauce Walker.
You might take C-Mac over Gardner if you need C-Mac.
You out your mind.
You would trade a top corner who's young over.
First of all, they shit on running back.
Christian
No. Now you're bringing age. I'm not thinking about age. I'm talking just skills.
No. We're talking about as a GM. You would trade straight up.
Yeah, but how old was Cam
McCaffrey
Bailey and Clinton Portis when they were traded?
About the same age.
They're about the same age. But
yeah,
still.
we would have to use the same age for it to be.
Yeah, but still, we're talking about eras now.
That wouldn't work, dude. Because you're taking away.
A better trade would then be Bijan and Sauce then.
No, they wouldn't trade. You think they would trade Bijan?
No. You have to have BJ and a pick for Sauce.
Yeah,
they probably do that.
2 picks, nigga.
No, not 2 picks. That'd be overkill. But Bijan and a first for Sauce.
They'll do that,
but they won't do it. They won't do it.
Depends on the team. If you're the 49ers and you have no corner and C-Mac's not on your team, and you have Sauce, and your offense is stagnant, and you need to get a running back. I mean, I don't think they would do it because you just go for the. I mean, it's a different league. But if it wasn't a different league and you had to trade talent to talent just to get it better in a vacuum, I could see it plausibly.
Glenn Portis was really all the Redskins now the Commanders had for so long, bro. He was all they had for like 5 or 6 years, dog. Like all they had, man. Bro, and he was damn good, man.
Oh yeah, there was
Tiki Barber his last 3 years, other than Barry Sanders, I think he had the greatest last
We're done with Tiki Barber.
I'm just saying, though, it's crazy his numbers. It's crazy.
We only accept we only accept 2 barbers in this household, and that's Marion and Rondé. We done with Tiki Barber with his bum ass.
Wait, what's the story about?
Barber was a dog, bro.
What's the story about why he didn't return?
He's a hater. He's a fucking hater.
He was shitting on Eli, and then Eli.
I'm just saying, you run for 1,800 yards to 1,600 yards, and they just let you go, and no team wants him. That's kind of crazy.
Hey man, the moment the Giants got rid of him, they won a Super Bowl. So
I'm surprised.
And you gotta understand too, dog.
1,600 yards.
Tiki's one of them niggas. As soon as he left the Giants, dog, he was such a fucking hater, bro. Like he wasn't like. If I'm a team, I would have never touched Tiki because like, oh, you low key a hater. Like you a sneaky nigga that would talk shit about your team once you leave. Like, nah, I wouldn't have. Tiki was no. I ain't taking Tiki over Clinton Portis. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Rondé Barber's an underrated guy too, man. He was really underrated. Great,
top 10 corner all the time. Top 10 corner. I'm talking nobody talk about.
As a defensive back, he was great.
Top 10 corner all the time. Honorable mention for Amon Green. A lot of niggas don't know about Amon Green, Slim. Amon Green was
jack shit about Amon Green. I'm not lying.
So Amon Green was him for a couple years, man. The Green.
It is kind of unfortunate. Like this era of like running backs will never truly be considered among the all time because of the game.
Oh yeah.
The only one who has an argument is like Derrick Henry, but other than that,
McCaffrey will be like top, I don't know, 25.
It depends. It really depends on like
Jonathan Taylor too. I think.
Let me tell you about Amon Green.
It depends on like, are they willing to keep on like McCaffrey maybe because they're actually willing. Yeah, I'm gonna keep paying you to keep you on my team. Yeah. But how many teams are gonna be like that? Like I'm gonna keep.
Let me tell you about Amon Green. Let me tell you about Amon Green.
Yeah, maybe.
2000, he was 1,200 yards. 2001, he was 1,400 yards. 2002, he was 1,300 yards. In 2003, he had 1,800 yards and 18 touchdowns and wasn't even an all-pro that year.
That's crazy to have 1,800 yards and not being all-pro. The league was stacked.
1,800 yards and 18 touchdowns and wasn't an all-pro. Not to mind you, with 467 passing yards, so 500 passing yards too, and another 5 touchdowns.
Bro, that
23
all-time
touchdowns. 2,100 yards, 2,300 all-purpose yards, and 22 touchdowns, and you wasn't an all-pro? Come on, man.
That all-time rushing record is going to stand for a long time. That's nobody's breaking that.
Oh, anybody beat that Eric Dickerson one?
Emmitt Smith one. The Emmitt Smith one just for career rushing yards.
I'm talking about the 1 year. That 2105 by Eric Dickerson.
Yeah, it's tough.
But I'll be real with you. That honestly,
that one
with the 18 games, somebody will get it eventually.
Yeah, the 18 games. But I just think
the
career rushing yard, I still think running backs run the ball enough. Like the game just doesn't run the ball enough for a running back to do that and play that long at that position. It's tough. Every other record, passing record.
This is why Amon Green wasn't an all-pro that year, because that's the year Jamal Lewis ran for 2,000 yards.
Who was second team All-Pro then?
Y'all don't know about this name. Y'all don't know about this name. Motherfucking Priest Holmes.
Oh, Priest Holmes. Yeah, that makes sense.
The Chiefs.
Wow.
The Chiefs
Priest
had-
Holmes.
the
Priest
Chiefs got
Holmes
the
had
great, like one of the
1,500
greatest backfields of all
Priest
time.
Holmes.
Yeah.
Priest Holmes had 1,500 yards, 900 receiving,
Ooh,
36 touchdowns that year, 27
God.
rushing, 9 receiving.
36.
Christ.
Jesus
What's the
Christ.
record? What's the record for most total touchdowns for both?
LT.
No, I thought LT had the rushing record for touchdowns.
Yeah, he had the rushing joint.
Yeah,
It
but I'm
wasn't
saying
total.
combined though.
I think
Total,
LT
like
had
somebody
like.
total.
I said
20
that got to be the record. That got to be the record for
I
combined.
think LT had like 27 touchdowns or something.
Yeah, but that's rushing. Priest had
Rushing,
37
though,
rushing.
just rushing.
No, LT
Yeah.
had 32 touchdowns rushing. Priest Holmes had 27 rushing and then 9 pad receiving.
That's what I'm saying. So I wonder what the record is for just for total touchdown receiving. And
That just goes to show you, man,
That's
how
crazy, bro.
important running the ball was back then, and now it just
Because
ain't shit
none of
now.
those
I
dudes
mean, it
can
still
pass
is.
the
They
ball.
just found a
Let's
way
be
to
real.
finesse
The passing game
guys
back
to,
then
you
was
know,
ass.
because the
It
market for running backs is so wide. Like there's at least 2 to 3 running backs for every team right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of running back
So
talent
Priest Holmes,
right
Priest
now.
Holmes had 33 that
And they're
year,
better
and
passers.
the all-time record is 36 with Dane Thompson. Priest Holmes had 33 that year.
Okay.
LT had 36 in one
Okay,
year,
gotcha. Yeah, that's tough.
and Sean
20
Alexander right behind him.
Yeah, at that 27,
He
yeah.
right there too.
If they really want, because the interesting thing about it now in today's game is like so many players care about their stats, and now there's fantasy and all that stuff. Like nobody wants one player to get spammed. Like if I'm on a team and you're just feeding McCaffrey the entire time, I'll be pissed. If I'm Debo, like nah, give me.
You know what it is? If they're close, you gotta rock with it. Like, let's say if McCaffrey's at like 20 touchdowns in week 14, then you're like, okay, well, you know,
But they will never get close. That's what I'm saying. They're gonna spread it out. They just
It don't.
You can't spam shit now. You're gonna get hurt.
But
you
all
about
you
to
gotta have
play
a
18
super duper high power offense when you're getting like 40 points a game. Then you can add up that. But I think in today's era, honestly, like back then, guys like Priest Holmes, Jamal Charles, you know how good Priest Holmes would have been with fantasy football, though. He was. People don't understand. Priest Holmes was putting up numbers, and then right after him, you had Larry Johnson, who for 3 or 4 years was 17, 16, 1,800 yards.
Oh
But
yeah, fantasy football.
They were running him in the dirt. He was
Definitely
getting
running
like
backs, not
450 carries.
receivers.
They were running that man in the dirt.
Like this current era, if you're doing fantasy, receivers usually go high or McCaffrey.
Now running backs always go high.
Depends. It's either receivers or McCaffrey or maybe Bijan or Saquon. Back then,
how many touchdowns did McCaffrey have this year? He led the league, right? In rushing?
He led the league with 20.
Yeah, 20. Yeah, 20.
Yeah,
Okay.
20.
Larry Johnson for 2 years, 05 and 06, he was 1,800 yards back to back, 20 touchdowns back to back, but 456 carries, bro.
Yeah,
you talking about running in the dirt? Jesus 100%. Christ! He literally, bro, he had them 2 good seasons, and he was, bro. He never had 1,000 yard season ever again, dog. They ran him in the dirt,
bro. Yeah, the pounding you take for those.
He's
2
probably
seasons,
fucking brain dead right now.
Yeah,
Who's the quarterback for that team?
Oh, you don't want to know, bum ass. Oh no, for that team, I think it might have been Trent Green that year.
Trent Green was
not
mistaken.
See, that's what a lot of these teams had. Literally, quarterbacks that were just not. That's like a bunch of Jimmy G's. Like,
was Tomlinson like Philip?
Yeah, do shit, but throw like screen routes.
The Tomlinson year though was like a young Philip. I want to say what year Philip Rivers was in.
Yeah, he was like that was like his second year.
Yeah, it might have been young, but
he's still getting.
But to be real with you though, them Chargers teams for a couple of years, man, they had it all.
Ooh, they were nice.
They were pretty good.
Antonio Gates,
especially when Sean Marion came.
Vincent Jackson was the dog.
They had Chris Chambers.
They had everything offensive wise. They still have never like this. It's been a very long.
They had a great defense too.
I think they just
the definition of a bad organization.
They ran into again Steelers, Patriots, maybe the Colts.
No. I mean, well, hold on, Riddell, because when he ran for 1,800 his first year, Trent Green was 4,000 yards. How you throw 4,000 yards, but you go 17 touchdowns and 10?
But it could be like it depends on how the 4,000 yards are working. Like, is it like screens, drags? Like, is the
and then of course you had to go,
especially when you got somebody like Darren Sproles in the backfield.
No, we talking about Larry Johnson with Trent Green. So Larry Johnson was 1,800 yards. Trent Green was 4,000 yards, 17 touchdowns, 10 picks. But you had Tony Gonzalez, 78 catches, 1,000 yards, only 2 TDs. They were running that nigga ragged, man. Ooh, Larry. Tony Gonzalez is the greatest tight end of all time in my eyes, by the way.
Who? Say that again. Wait, hold on. Say it again.
Tony Gonzalez.
Tony Gonzalez.
Oh, great. I'm not mad. Okay, I'm not mad.
Yeah.
I'm mad at it.
Yeah.
Like, not better
A lot of those offenses back then were definitely
Top
like,
five,
a lot of like short routes.
We now hold on. Whoa.
3-4 yard
What
gain
somebody
route.
said ain't better than what? Who said that? You said Verdell? That was you? Not better
I
than
said
what?
Gronk. I said
Gronk,
Gronk. But I accept Tony Gonzalez as the
stop
answer.
it. And Tony
I
Gonzalez
accept Tony
played for those
Gonzalez as the
Patriots
answer.
teams. He do exact same thing. Stop it, dog. Other than blocking, because
I don't give a fuck. What
I do
nobody
think
says.
Shannon. I think Shannon Sharp
And
deserves to mention though.
And Patrick
I don't
Mahomes had prime fucking Tony Gonzalez. He what?
No, I was
He
saying,
need-
Brandon.
He doesn't
Coach
need
Coach.
prime
Tony
good Tony.
Gonzalez
He has
is prime
prime
or
Travis
Travis Kelce?
Kelce. What the
You said
fuck?
what?
You don't need
Tony Gonzalez
prime
with Patrick Mahomes or Travis Kelce?
Tony Gonzalez was a receiver. I don't care what nobody said. He was so good. You think he fucking receiver, dude? One-handed
Travis
catches,
Kelce.
fucking dunking on everybody, bro. He's better.
Hey,
than
look,
Travis
by
Kelce. I'm sorry.
himself.
No, give me Travis
The
Kelce.
nigga had
Nah,
Eddie
you're crazy.
Kinnison over there. He
You're
had
crazy.
nobody.
You're crazy. Yeah.
I'm
I think
Tony
I'm not even
could
joking.
Tony's yak was amazing. His routes were amazing. Would catch everything. Had great hands, bro. Great fucking hands.
You
Tony
put
was everything you wanted.
you put Shannon Sharp
Fucking
in
Sammy Parker
Shannon Sharp in
at
today's game
receiver.
though.
Man,
I think
stop.
Shannon Sharp might be the best of the
Shannon was a
bunch.
dog too. Shannon was a
Yeah,
dog too.
like Shannon was
Shannon went better
more.
Tony Gonzalez.
Hold on,
If
Shannon
Tony,
was more.
y'all understand.
Shannon
If Tony
was
gets
more.
you at
No,
least.
you
if
just
Tony
don't like
gets-
Shannon Sharp
if
early.
they don't
You just don't
fuck
like
it up
Shannon
in
Sharp.
fucking
No,
Atlanta.
you just don't
If
like
he
Shannon
gives you
Sharp.
one Super
You just don't
Bowl,
like Shannon
it's
Sharp.
not even a conversation.
Nah, hold on. Shannon Sharp
Antonio Winslow
changed.
Senior?
Hold on. Shannon Sharp changed the way tight ends were viewed and played. He changed
Shannon
how
Sharp
tight
is
ends were
top
viewed.
five.
He was, no, I just think in today's game he might be putting up better numbers than Gronk.
Wait. Watch that.
He was physically the best.
Let me check his knowledge, fellas.
We don't have to
Why do you
over
say that?
exaggerate
Why do you
older
say that,
eras,
Jalen?
bro. We
Why
just
do you
don't
say he
gotta
changed
do
it?
that.
Yeah, I don't know if I fully agree with that.
Why do you say he changed it?
Because it was the first time that tight ends were really being used to push the field down with him in Denver first doing his thing there.
He was like
watch this. Can I wait? Can I introduce you to Kellen Winslow Sr.?
No, yes, he was like the OG. So I get it. He was doing it before.
Mike Dicker was 1,000 yards receiving and like 68.
No, I get it. So tight end, they make like obviously the tight end grows with every generation. Those guys are there. I just think Shannon Sharp was maybe kind of the first guy to really pioneer the modern day tight end.
Kellen Winslow,
that's a fair point.
Shannon didn't block. That's what it was.
But that doesn't make him better than
Yeah, Shannon was never really a blocker. I think probably the most physically imposing
nobody
tight
said
end
he's better than
ever.
Gronk. Nobody
In
said
terms of
that.
speed, athleticism, dude was amazing. Like people think again, Gronk amazing athlete, Tony Gonzalez amazing athlete, Travis Kelce. They not Shannon Sharp. They don't act like Shannon Sharp.
Bro, I don't know about that, bro.
Shannon Sharp is crazy.
Kellen Winslow Sr.
Shannon Sharp is
89
super
catches
athletic,
for
but like,
1,300 yards and 9 TDs in 1980 is crazy.
Now that's crazy. I'm not going to 1980 is crazy. No, 1980 that's crazy.
Antonio Gates
81, 88 touchdowns for 1,100 yards and 10 TDs, and then at 83, 88 catches. I mean, that's sometimes 88 catches for 1,200 yards and another 8 touchdowns. Nigga, that's unheard of in the 80s. Unheard of.
That is
Mismatch and nightmare.
That is pretty tough in the 80s.
And he was like 6'6". He was listed at 6'6", 250 pounds.
Yeah, I guess Shannon was more 6'2", 6'3", 230, but chiseled like an ox.
Yes, Shannon's like 6'2", but
Shannon's like he's literally.
You know, Shannon played
receiver.
receiver. Shannon played receiver in high school. That's why he played receiver.
Yeah, that's what it is.
He was supposed to be like the prototypical type like Shannon Sharp. They were the same player. But Mike Shanahan being such a fucking pioneer, he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna put him at tight end because of his body type." Same way, it's a guy right now, y'all, who I think if they treat him right and he gets his just due. Lonnie, help me out. What's y'all receiver that wouldn't shit for y'all? Tall guy played for y'all. Now he plays tight end.
N'Keal Harry.
N'Keal Harry looks very good at tight end right now, y'all. He's over there with Minnesota. He's the second tight end. He's the second tight end right now.
I saw some tape of him playing tight end. He looked good. He looked
really good, y'all. I'm be honest with you. He looked really good.
Yo, the Patriots.
Not like he has another option. I mean, honestly, he ain't got no choice.
Nah, that's cap. Javon
This
Baker
nigga Priest Holmes was different, bro. We talking about three back-to-back years of 2,300 all-purpose yards.
No, that's pretty crazy.
Jesus Christ.
That's like Edgerrin James. Wait, so Priest Holmes and Edgerrin James at their peak.
Edgerrin James.
Edgerrin James. Yeah.
Okay.
Only because as a running back, Edgerrin James was a better running back than Priest. Even though Priest was pretty good running back, Edgerrin James was a better running back. Edgerrin James is a guy that we don't talk about enough, but he is he is, man. Edgerrin is one of them niggas that, man. He's an old gritty ass nigga, man. You seen he was in Miami riding around with $2 million in cash?
Oh, he crazy like that. He missed the Super Bowl by a year too. I think with the Colts, right? He left right before they won the Super Bowl.
He left right before. That's
they don't need him. All
Joseph
these
Dominic
overrated. That's what that's telling me.
Overrated, crazy. 15, 17. Damn.
Hey man, the moment your good running back leaves and you win a Super Bowl, I don't know.
He was only an All-Pro one time. Damn, Edgerrin James got 12,000 yards all-purpose, 80 TDs. He was only Edgerrin James 1,500.
Oh wait, I see 4 All-Pros. Am I tripping?
No, only one All-Pro.
He had 1,500 yards rookie year. That's
one first-team All-Pro.
Gotcha.
He has 4 Pro Bowls. He was 1,500 yards, 1,700 yards, 1,300 yards, 1,500 yards, 1,500 yards. You know how good a running back had to be between 03 and 05 for you to have 3 back-to-back 1,500 yard seasons, high 1,500 yards,
and that's
10 plus touchdowns, and not be an All-Pro
today.
He's on the All-Decade team. He made the Hall of Fame. I mean, God is love, but I hear.
Hey, have y'all seen that amazing throw from Patrick Mahomes to Xavier Worthy? Man, you love to see it, man. Now,
did y'all see that? Did y'all see that Patrick Mahomes throw today to Kadarius Toney at running back, and then he got lit up?
Yeah, we got another running back. We got a second-string running back. No, third-string running back in Kadarius Toney. We got
you gonna get the scissors, dog. I really did.
Xavier. Hey, man, that's what he's been doing. Like that little quick screen pass. He's our third-string running back.
Before we go,
you fit in.
One thing before we go, right before we go. All right, we'll go down in order.
Don't let Xavier Worthy.
I'll go with Lonnie first. Is if everything goes right, is Patrick Mahomes another Super Bowl champion, or is there somebody who could dethrone him? Who you got, Lonnie?
If everything goes right for Patrick Mahomes?
No, I'm just talking about in general for the season. Like, is he the guy? If everyone's healthy and things of that nature, is he the guy, or is there somebody who can beat him with a whole healthy team?
I'm going CJ.
Okay. What about you, Mike?
I gotta go Pat, honestly.
Okay. Jalen, Patrick Mahomes, or is there somebody who can dethrone him this year? Jaden Carter, are you there, Jaden Carter? We'll come back to him. B, are you Patrick Mahomes this year, or is there somebody who can dethrone him?
What's the question? I'm sorry.
Patrick Mahomes this year, or is there somebody who can dethrone him if everybody's healthy?
I just don't see Patrick Mahomes losing this year. I really don't.
Riddell, Patrick Mahomes, or Patrick Mahomes, I guess.
You're really asking me? Come on, be serious.
All right, Mo. Patrick Mahomes is somebody who dethrone him.
I think I'll take CJ.
I don't think CJ has the experience to beat him, and if it comes down to a shootout, he'll get him out the way. But I'm gonna say this right now: this is the team that I'm low key very high on, and I do believe can do something. There are 2 teams. I believe that the Philadelphia Eagles, if Jalen Hurts get his shit together, can beat them. And quiet as kept with the running game they got, what they did defensively on their corner side, the Detroit Lions could make history. The Detroit Lions, with what they have offensively, I think they are one of them teams that they can wear you down and beat you the same way that the Bengals beat them with Joe Burrow them a couple years ago. I think Detroit, the more I look at Detroit, the more I watch their training camp, the more I watch what they did. Detroit is one of them teams that if they can get it together, they can go deep in the playoffs. And there are a couple bonehead plays, drop fumble by Jameer Gibbs and that nature, where they can go to Super Bowl. And I got to be honest, if Detroit beats the 49ers and play the Kansas City Chiefs in Super Bowl, I think Detroit wins that Super Bowl.
I think Detroit back in the playoffs this year.
Real quick, my headcanon for CJ goes exactly like this, because I agree with you. I don't think that he's experienced enough to just knock off Mahomes. But there's three people in the AFC that are sick and tired of him. And I'm just hoping that one of them just peaks, and that's Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, and Lamar Jackson. I just need one of them to have their all-time game.
Lamar can be the one, but they don't have enough receiver-wise. They need to.
That's in my head.
Jamar
like
Chase
one of those
is sick and
three.
tired of
One of those three. They're real sick and tired of Mahomes, and one of them
if I'm the Ravens, I'm trying to get fucking Brandon Ayuk. I'm trying to get Brandon Ayuk. They just need a legit number one out there, man. Because they just need a legit number one. But I can't put no trust. But you know what's so funny though? I'll say this to you, Riddell. I mean, Lonnie, if Josh Allen has that Baltimore Ravens team in defense, I think he beats them. You give Josh Allen the ability to have a shutout in the second half, he beats them. I'm be honest with you. That's my big problem.
Josh Allen has just as good as defense as the Ravens does. Minus a couple of players, but they have a great defense, bro. And honestly, 2 years ago, when
anybody believe this?
He could have beat him.
Anybody believe that the Buffalo Bills had just as good of a defense as the Ravens last year?
Last year, no.
They're
on the same tier.
Last year, no, but
Ravens had a triple crown last year.
Last year, no, but in like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, yeah, for sure.
I think
he had a chance to beat him then. He didn't beat him then.
Yeah, true. I agree.
But we're talking about what he is now. Josh Allen, what Josh Allen is last year versus Lamar Jackson. If you swap them two out and you put Josh Allen on that Bills on that Ravens team, man, let me say something. Zay Flowers is a 1,300-yard receiver.
Hey, early. That sounds good on Madden, bro.
No. Yeah, like we're talking fantasy.
Go put Josh Allen.
Let me tell you why that worked. Let me tell you why it worked. Because although he's not as dynamic as Lamar Jackson, you can still give Josh Allen some run plays to help out with the run game. So it ain't like Josh Allen is a stable quarterback. He Eli Manning back there. And then we talking about throw for throw. You rather throw for throw?
Mahomes is going to the Super Bowl, bro. It is what it is. He's going again this year. It is what it is. Y'all say this every year. Joe Burrow, he's gonna fucking win. No,
if Mahomes,
y'all say about Josh Allen. No.
Joe Burrow's the only.
If Mahomes wins his fourth Super Bowl in 5 years,
same result
is he over Tom Brady?
You said what?
If he wins his fourth Super Bowl in 5 years, is he over Tom Brady?
If Patrick Mahomes wins 3 Super Bowls in a row, I'm putting him over Tom Brady.
The GOAT. The GOAT.
Yeah. All right.
Over Tom Brady.
That's for another episode of Open Field, man. We appreciate you guys for coming. Always, Lonnie, Michael, Hefe, had to leave, Jalen, my man Brandon B, my childhood friend, Riddell, my man Mo, although he was sounding crazy earlier. But I appreciate you guys for showing up as always, man. Have a good time. As always, guys, we'll be back here to give you more Open Field podcast Saturday. And starting the football season, we will be adding another day. We just got to situate it out. Right now, we don't place you can get football. If you know what I know, and you come from where you come from, most of you guys come here from another platform. They ain't got no football right now. Come on, baby. Let's get it going. We are here, and when the football season starts, we're going to have a couple special guests come up here. Hey, man, I'm looking forward to it. Appreciate you guys as always. And we out this month.